It's around 10.
11. You were right there. Do you know where you rank in terms of longevity or games played?
Stansbury was up there.
I remember Stansbury. Walt Hazard is number one.
Yeah, that's my dad's go-to.
That's older. I only remember him kind of as the UCLA coach.
Yeah. How many seasons did he play?
Well, I got games played. So Walt Hazard had 724.
Oh wow.
And then you remember the Graham brothers? Are they twin brothers?
Yeah.
They're not much older than you. Joey is second, and Stephen Graham is fourth, and you are third in games played in Delaware.
It's awesome. Trying to, for me, is having Delaware behind me. Obviously, I want to be number one in games played. And when you have somebody who is as good as, Walt, is someone to look up to. And, we take a lot of pride in our state.
So you have 11 players that were born in Delaware. How many players in the NBA went to high school in Delaware, though? It's a smaller number. So not only born there, but went to high school there like you did.
5.
7. And you do lead all of those players, because I guess Walt Hazard did not go to high school, and he couldn't handle it. Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. That's their nickname. What is the nickname for Delaware?
The first state.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. And if you can get, for extra points, the motto, you know what the motto is?
The motto, it's on some of the license plates, but no, I don't remember.
Liberty and independence. And so someone from Minnesota is a Minnesotan. What is someone from Delaware called?
Delawarean.
That's absolutely correct. Dante, you know your Delaware trivia. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Dante DiVincenzo. Cal, let's go back to you.
That is outstanding. A brief Delaware deep dive with Dante DiVincenzo. Say that 10 times fast. We are just moments away from getting things started between the Timberwolves and Nuggets here at the Target Center. We'll pause one final time, get you back inside the arena. Alan has starters and tip next on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go a walk in the park with the new Ford Explorer. Become the MVP of the work site with the unrivaled performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America. Or discover what it really means to adventure in the great outdoors with the new Bronco Sport. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Based on calendar year total sales.
There's some big loot up for grabs right now. The Emirates NBA Cup. Every team in the league has got their eyes on this prize.
The action heating up here in Vegas.
All 30 teams, 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday night. All leading up to the knockout rounds. And a grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. Emirates NBA Cup, Knicks versus Sixers and Mavericks versus Warriors. November 12th from 7:30 Eastern on TNT.
What's up? This is Anthony Edwards, and Minnesota Timberwolves basketball starts now.
Now they got it to Ian. Left angle drives in, scoops it up, and scoops it in. 31 for Anthony Edwards.
Tonight, the homestand continues with a Northwest Division collision against the Denver Nuggets. Wolves basketball is brought to you by U.S. Bank, the official bank of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Marvin, windows and doors custom crafted for your vision. By Treasure Island Resort and Casino, the exclusive casino partner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. By Mayo Clinic, you know where to go. And by Sezzle, the official jersey patch partner of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Buy now, pay later, with no interest on all of your Wolves gear. Download the Sezzle app today. Terms and conditions apply. Now, let's head live to the arena with the call of tonight's game. Here's the voice of the Timberwolves, Alan Horton.
91%. That's the win percentage of NBA teams over the last 2 seasons when they shoot 50% from the field and 49% from three in a game. And that's exactly what the Timberwolves did Tuesday night against Luka and the Mavs. So you're thinking that's a win, right? Well, despite that hot shooting, the Wolves still came up short, due in large part to the little things. Losing the turnover battle by 10, giving up 23 second chance points, getting outshot by 19, and allowing Dallas 20 points in transition. Those little things added up, and they might be the biggest reason why the Wolves are 2-2 to start the season. And having had a couple of days of practice, they now face their most difficult stretch of the season. A busy 3 games in 4-night stretch that includes a back-to-back tomorrow night against Wemby and the Spurs. Head coach Chris Finch on the mindset heading into this stretch.
Expect to win. Expect to win them all. You know, it starts tonight. Got a Denver team coming in here that, won their last 2 games on this road trip. They picked up 2, gutsy wins. They didn't play particularly well. I think they won them both in overtime. So they're still a class team. They got the best player in the game, and they're trying to figure some things out too, like everybody else in the league. So you would think every time they step on the floor, they're going to get a little bit better.
And the Wolves hope they get a little bit better every time out as well. And just like the Wolves, the Nuggets are 2-2. They lost at home to Oklahoma City and the LA Clippers to start the year. Then they needed overtime to win on the road at Toronto and at Brooklyn earlier on this road trip. Michael Malone's starting lineup has a new look this season with KCP gone to Orlando. No more Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Christian Brown starts in the backcourt with Jamal Murray, who's struggling to start the season. 19 points, 5 assists per game, but a career-low 37% shooting, career-low 33% from beyond the arc. Up front, Michael Malone has his big 3 of Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic, who is carrying an even bigger load than he has in years past, and he's the 3-time MVP over that 4-year stretch. So far this season, he's averaging 32 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, shooting almost 60% from the field and 55% from beyond the arc. So Murray and Brown in the backcourt with Porter Jr., Gordon, and Jokic rounding out a starting 5 for Denver that now has to face a new look Timberwolves team. Mike Malone before the game.
You lose a guy like Cat, but you bring in a guy like Julius. You add a DiVincenzo off the bench. Mike Conley, Mr. Consistent. McDaniel's one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. Alexander Walker. So yeah, some pieces are gone, but their core is still the same. We know them, they know us. The 3-point shot, I think, will be a really big part of tonight's game.
Yeah, we'll see about that 3-point line. Timberwolves have the number 2 3-point rate in the NBA. Over 50% of their shots come from downtown. Wolves starting 5 sounds exactly the same as the first 4 games.
Hey, this is head coach Chris Finch, and here's our starting lineup for tonight. At guard,
Mike Conley, Ohio State.
Now McDaniels to the corner. Conley lets it fly and buries it. 6-point game.
At guard,
Anthony Edwards, University of Georgia.
The Wolves on the move, right side in. Thought about a stop and pop 3, dribbles in. Look out, he slams it for 2.
At forward,
Jay McDaniels, University of Washington.
Out to Naz Reid, he'll hoist an angle 3. In and out, no. James tip follow at the buzzer. Count it, baby.
At forward,
Julius Randle, Kentucky.
Randle, top of the key. A jab step once, twice. Now 1 dribble, pull up 19-footer at the buzzer, and he hit it.
At center,
Rudy Gobert, Saint-Quentin, France.
Gobert comes down with it, goes back up, missed the shot. Rudy offensive rebound, put back, yes, and a foul on KD. Timberwolves starting lineup 2-2 this year. They have a -4 net rating, so they have not gotten on track in 55 minutes. They have a 107 offensive rating, a 111 defensive rating. Timberwolves come out in the statement shadow gray jerseys, tops and bottoms with the Aurora green and frost white trim. Anthony Edwards leads the charge. This is the 22nd meeting since the beginning of 2 seasons ago. 20 in the regular season, once in the preseason, and now once already this year. So in the prior 20 regular season and postseason meetings, Timberwolves 9 wins, the Nuggets 11, but the Wolves coming off the 7-game series victory in the postseason. Timberwolves win the opening tip. They bring it up right to left. Jaden McDaniels to the free throw line, leaves into the jumper and knocks it down. 2-0 Timberwolves were underway at close to 8:45 Central Time. Game 2 of an ESPN doubleheader. Christian Brown answers right back on a feed from Jokic. Who else? Jokic is averaging 9 assists per game. Last year, he was 3rd in the league in that category, averaging right at that 9. Randall will push it left side. Here's Anthony Edwards, matched up against Gordon. Now Randall being guarded by Murray. Back to him. He'll fire on the 3. Comes up short. Rebound squirted between Gobert and Conley. One of them should have had it. Instead, the Nuggets come away. Jokic back out. MPJ on the drive in the lane. Runs it up with the right hand. Hits. A little 5-footer in the paint. Uncontested for Michael Porter Jr. He's averaging 13 points and 8 rebounds early on this season. 4 straight points for Denver. Edwards off the Gobert screen. Now to the right side, and Conley guarded by Brown. Cross court. Randall's got it. Catch and shoot. Lefty fires the 3. No good. Rebound kept alive by McDaniels, but controlled by Jokic. Grab and go up the center. Dribble handoff to Porter Jr. Turns the corner in the lane. Runs it up over Gobert and hits. 6 straight points for Denver, all in the paint. And that has been a problem area for the Timberwolves this season. They are giving up 55 paint points per game. That's 29th in the league. Randall wing left. Puts on the deck with the right hand. Bangs with Gordon. Hesitates. Now pump fakes. Feeds out to McDaniels. Right side 3 is good for Jaden McDaniels. It's the Nuggets 6. It's Jaden McDaniels 5. Early on, we played just about 2 minutes here in the opening quarter. Nuggets are in their association white jerseys, tops and bottoms with the blue, red, and gold trim. Jokic inside. Gordon layup good and a foul. Give it to Edwards. 3-point opportunity for AG. Aaron Gordon, the San Jose native, grew up in that Bay Area. He'll go to the free throw line. Gordon just signed a 4-year, $133 million contract extension. That'll carry him through the 28-29 season. Jamal Murray's on a similar time frame, agreeing to a 4-year, $208 million deal this summer. So both Murray and Gordon theoretically could become free agents in the 29-30 season. Free throw is good. It's a 9-3 Nuggets run right now. 2 minutes gone, opening quarter. Wolves from right to left. Their offense attacking the end of the floor where their bench is located. Conley to the corner. McDaniel steps into another 3 and hits it. Well, we saw Anthony Edwards score 24 in the opening quarter on Gobert, but a foul is called. And Rudy picks up his first personal foul. Denver has not missed. All 4 of their buckets have come in the paint. Gordon with it to Porter to the free throw line. A step back 16-footer. That rims off. First shot attempt outside the painted area. As a result, a team that's really struggled to shoot the basketball. 5th worst of the NBA in effective field goal percentage. And pulls up on a 3 straight away and hits it. So the Wolves 3-point shooting, putting them in front right now, 11-9. And Michael Malone, you heard that soundbite. 3s could play a big role tonight. As Jokic gets free inside along the baseline, it's Gordon, reverse layup, he missed it. Gordon thought he got fouled, no call. Here comes Ant on the hunt in the front court. A right-handed dribble to his right. Sets up Randall against Jamal Murray. Randall swipes down at the hand, bounces it out to Ant up top. Up fakes on Gordon, tries to move, cut off at the top of the key. Edwards still maintains the dribble with the left hand, switches to the right, crosses over between the legs, step back deep, 2 on the way, in and out, no, Jokic clears the rebound. Denver hits ahead, here's Christian Brown. Brown on the attack with a left-handed dribble, cut off by Conley, he'll circle back out. Jokic with it up top, off the Porter Jr. screen. Back to MPJ, he pump fakes, there's 2 defenders on him, he kicks to the corner, wide open as Brown, he buries the corner 3. 12-11, Denver goes back up by 1, their first 3 of the night. They're 1 for 1. The Wolves are 3 of 5 from long range. Here's Conley crossing the timeline. 8:20 left to go, opening quarter, off a staggered screen. Left-handed dribble. He's got tape on that left wrist, which has been bothering him ever since the playoffs last year. His bounce pass to Gobert is stolen. Jamal Murray, left side. His jumper, no good. It was a deep two. It's off the rim. And an offensive rebound to Christian Brown. Jokic back to Brown, up top. They try to go back to Jokic. A jump by Conley. He makes the steal. He leads the break in the paint. Kick out, and left side, sets himself, fires on the three and missed it long. Rebound to MPJ, tracks it down in the corner. 12-11, Denver by 1. Fantastic start to this one. Jokic out to MPJ. He'll line up the three and miss it long. Oh, the Wolves had the rebound. Gobert and Randall were both there. Somehow it goes off of Randall's hands out of bounds. That's twice, 2 rebounds, one at the offensive end, one at the defensive end, that the Wolves should have come away with. Fresh 14 on the shot clock here for Denver. They'll trigger along the baseline, right under the bucket. Jamal Murray inbounds to MPJ, lays it up and in. It's twice this season that's happened. Maybe twice in the last 2 or 3 games, a wide open shot under the bucket. Jade to the baseline, cut off by Gordon, back out to Julius Randle. He's beyond the arc, left side, a lob to Rudy inside, makes the catch, turns, rises and hammers. Terrific find by Julius Randle. Rudy thought he got fouled. No call, but he'll take the dunk for Rudy. His dunk number 9 on the season. 14-13, Denver by 1. Murray curls around a staggered screen. Free throw line extended wing right. Up top to Jokic against Gobert. Jokic has put up good numbers against Rudy defending him through the years. Here's Gordon, open left side. He'll fire on a three. Missed that one short. And up high for the rebound. Took it away from Christian Brown. And on the hunt in the front court with a right-handed dribble off a Randall screen. Pops in the mid-range jumper. Missed it. Jokic clears the rebound. Edwards has missed 4 or 5 shots. Jokic feeds Brown on the run right to the rim. A driving layup is good. First 2 points in transition for Denver. The Wolves have struggled this year, giving up 19 fast break points a game. That ranks 26th in the league. Randall steps through a lane double. Kick out Ant on the right side. Catch and shoot 3 on the way. Got this one. Second 3 of the night for Anthony Edwards. He's got 6 points. Takes more threes than any player in the NBA. 13 a game early on. Jokic spins inside. Rudy was waiting for him and swatted it out of play. Terrific anticipation by the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Denver will have it with 16 to shoot. What an opening 6 minutes. Tied at 16 on the Timberwolves radio network.
Why do we say I'm into basketball? Because basketball's exciting, like catching a t-shirt from a cannon or feeling the pulse of a packed arena. There's the in-your-face slam dunks, the highlight reel alley-oops, and the 3-point buzzer beaters. It all gets your heart pounding. Just like playing the lottery. Minnesota Lottery. I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, splash, splash. Apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
At Target, we're home court advantage for the hometown sports fans. And with the Timberwolves season in full gear, we're here to help you gear up and make your game day prep a slam dunk. Hear that? That's what you call a buzzer-beating three-pointer for the win. Time to dish up your famous nachos or put a full-court press on some jalapeno poppers. Then serve up some sweet desserts to celebrate the W. However you do game day, we're here for it at Target and Target.com.
At Mayo Clinic, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
level of basketball early on. Great opening 6 minutes. We're tied at 16 midway through the opening quarter. On the tip-off show tonight, I asked Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch if defensive transition, which has been a problem for the Wolves so far this season, they are giving up an average of 19 fast break points. That ranks them bottom 5 in the NBA. Denver really not known for being a transition team, but during their 2 wins on the road, both in overtime at Brooklyn, at Toronto, they got outran. And I asked Chris Finch if that's a priority here tonight.
It is, and Jokic can rebound and push. He's known for those laser pass-aheads when you're not expecting them. You got to be aware, getting back all the time. We got beat over the top way too many times in that Dallas game, and that's inexcusable.
Is the getting back just an issue of effort?
I think it's more communication. There's been, of course, a few maybe you could put a little bit more effort here and there. I think some of it may have been just early season fatigue, but it's really more communication than it is anything else. We got to just be more decisive and communicate better in transition.
That's the kind of thing that Chris Finch feels will get better and better as the weeks progress in this season. Out of the timeout, a free throw line extended fall-away jumper for Jamal Murray. That's his first bucket of the game. He puts Denver on top 18-16. Wolves have hit 6 of 11 shots, 4 of 7 from deep. They've got Naz Reid in the game for Rudy Gobert. Ant with it up top, drifts to the left side. 1 foot beyond the arc, now steps back, fires the 3. It's on line, but short. Jamal Murray has the weak side rebound. Murray averages about 5 rebounds a game, coming off a offseason in which he played for Team Canada. The team he has starred for. As Gordon dives to the rim and scores it for 2. That's 2 more paint points for Denver. They're up 4. But for Team Canada, Paris Olympics, Jamal Murray averaged 6 points, shot 29%, was 2 of 14 on his threes. They got eliminated by Rudy Gobert and the French national team. Runner inside for Jaden McDaniels. He missed that. That's his first miss of the night. Here comes Gordon back the other way. A loose handle, but regained control. Julian Strother's in the game. He beats Naz Reid off the perimeter. He gets in the paint, missed the finger roll. Jokic with an offensive rebound. Jokic has no points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Jokic banging away with Randall, spins to the baseline, bottled up, tries to go over the backboard, but he hit the shot clock. Turnover on the Denver Nuggets. That's their first miscue of the night. Shot clock was winding down. Dante comes in, Mike comes out. Normally that first time out, Mike comes out. But this time Chris Finch went a little bit longer with him, just a couple of more minutes before Dante DiVincenzo comes in. He averages 10 points, 3 assists per game coming off the bench. McDaniels feeds Randall left side. He'll start to back down Jokic. Terminates the dribble out to McDaniels beyond the arc. They give it to Randall again, 5 to shoot. Goes with some pace across the lane. Finally a whistle and a foul as he tried to kick out to McDaniels. Sideline out of bounds as Randall was not in the act to shoot. Inbound comes to Dante. He's got it up top. First time this year the Wolves are donning the statement grays. DiVincenzo terminates the dribble. Julius, the release foul, back to Dante in the corner against Jokic. Here comes the corner 3 on the way. It's offline. Boy, McDaniels was crashing. He ended up out of the play. Denver pushing back the other way. And knocks it away from Christian Brown in transition. Then Naz just lost it out of bounds. Looked like Naz had it, lost it, then tumbled backwards. I'm not sure what happened to Naz Reid. Terrific play in transition defensively for Ant. Naz started to look up the floor. Kind of like Aaron Judge for the Yankees the other night. He's looking at the base runner right when he should have been watching that ball go into his glove. What happened? Yeah. The World Series happened. I don't think there's quite enough on the line here tonight to match that. An offensive foul against Christian Brown here. He drives in. He shoved off on DiVincenzo. Nickeil Alexander-Walker comes into the game. And Jaden McDaniels will take a seat. We'll get our first taste of Russell Westbrook in a Nuggets uniform. We did see the Nuggets in the final game of that preseason schedule. Well, the Wolves were on the second of a back-to-back, rested their top 9. So all 5 starters, plus the 4 bench players that Chris Finch has used all season. We haven't seen anyone else other than those 9 so far this year. Wolves bring it in the front court, still down by 4 here. DiVincenzo, right wing, feeds it off to Randall. He'll take a run inside on Westbrook, who defended well. Randall attacks the glass and knocks in his own miss. 20-18. Here's Westbrook, left side. Off of Jokic screen. He tried to feed it back to Jokic, but it was kicked away by Nasri. Nice play. Enjoy it now. Last season of Frank. Calling it. Every kick ball at Target Center for like the last 10 years we've heard Frank Sinatra. I get a kick out of you. Westbrook, corner 3. He can take those all day. Timberwolves have the rebound. Here's DiVincenzo. No look to the left side. Here's Nikhil. Feeds it to a trailing Randall, who drives in the lane. Got fouled by Aaron Gordon. We'll have our first free throws of the night for the Timberwolves, as Randall will go to the stripe for 2. Tonight's injury report brought to you by Mayo Clinic, your source for medical answers. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go. Timberwolves, for the 5th straight game, don't have a single player on the injury report. Nuggets are without a couple of two-way players. Spencer Jones, P.J. Hall, Deron Holmes, their first-round draft pick, is out for the season with a torn right Achilles. Jalen Pickett is in the G League as well. Vlatko Cancar was questionable to come in. He's only played 1 game this season. He's got an ankle injury. The only other player on the injury report for the Nuggets was Aaron Gordon with a right knee contusion, but he is starting and playing, so therefore he's good to go. 2 free throws are good. The Wolves have scored 4 straight to tie it up. We're tied at 20. 3:20 left to go in this opening quarter. Nuggets from left to right here. Jokic feeds Murray on the run into lane double. Kick out Strother up top. Westbrook, he'll take a run of the lane, drops it back out. Jokic shooting 55% from deep, and that's why right angle 3 is good. Boy, I wonder if Jokic would love to have some of those threes he's hitting this season. In that 7-game series against the Wolves, baseline drive by Randall, missed the shot, but he drew a foul, and he's going back to the free throw line for 2. Last year in the postseason against the Timberwolves, Nikola Jokic in the 4 losses, he shot 4 for 24 from beyond the arc. Timeout on the floor. Denver leads by 3. 23-20 on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, Timberwolves fans, ready to score big with Wolves gear without breaking the bank? Let me introduce you to Sezzle and the Pay in 4 program. With Sezzle, you can split your payments into 4 easy, interest-free installments on all your Wolves purchases. From jerseys and hoodies to courtside seats, Sezzle has got you covered. Wherever you shop, however you rep the Wolves. Download the Sezzle app and get started today. Sezzle, the official jersey patch sponsor of the Timberwolves. Subject to approval, see terms and conditions at Sezzle.com.
Cal Soderquist with a scoreboard update. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Several finals from earlier this Friday evening across the association, including the New York Knicks improving to 3-2 on their season with a 128-98 victory over the Pistons in the Motor City. Karl Anthony Towns finished with 21 points, 10 boards, and 7 assists, fresh off that 44-point performance on Wednesday. Jalen Brunson led the way tonight, 33 points, including 6 of 8 from deep. The front end of this ESPN doubleheader that the Timberwolves are participating in, the Cleveland Cavaliers putting their perfect 5-0 record on the line at home against the Orlando Magic. Magic without Paolo Banchero for the foreseeable future, and they struggled. Cavs took full advantage in this one.
Suggs steps behind the arc, lets it fly, rimmed out, rebound Garland. Garland into the forecourt. Garland on the left-hand dribble, left wing Okoro. He's confident, hits the 3-ball.
We needed that one too, Tim. He got the last one, and he got this one too.
He saw a couple go through.
5-0 run.
Okoro makes it 109-89.
Yeah, Suggs had 28 in the loss. The Cavs cruised to a 120-106 victory. They are 6-0 to start a season for just the 3rd time in franchise history. It is also the best undefeated start in the NBA since the 2022 Milwaukee Bucks started 9-0. Back to Alan Horton.
All right, Cal, thank you. 3 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. 23-20. Denver 2-2 in front of Minnesota 2-2. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification all across the Minnesota Timberwolves radio network. Along with studio host and executive producer Cal Soderquist, I'm Alan Horton from our radio perch here in section 132 of the Lower Bowl. Target center of the venue, downtown Minneapolis. Our engineer is Mike Weber, statistician Super Dave Handelin. Our studio coordinators are Alex Leibolt, Ben Haney. Glad you're along with us on the iHeartRadio app, Timberwolves mobile app, NBA app, SiriusXM, satellite radio, and all across the Timberwolves radio network. Whether you're listening in Wilmer, up in International Falls, Fargo, Sioux Falls,
what's up, man?
Stevens Point, all points in between. Timberwolves 2-2, and Randall at the free throw line. Trying to cap off this 3-game homestand by going 2 out of 3. 2 free throws are good. It's a 1-point game. Jokic has not come off the floor. He's got 3 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And at last check, 1 steal. Left to right, Westbrook feeds Jokic against Nas, who fell down. And Jokic takes a runner in the lane, and it drops in. That's that patented floater shot for Nikola Jokic. He's been number 1 in the NBA in shooting from floater range for 5 straight years. Dante across the paint, out to Nas in the corner. He buries a 3. Nas had a couple of slip-ups at the defensive end. He calmly strokes his first triple of the night. We're tied at 25. Strother inside. Westbrook goes up. Rejected by Nas Reed. Protecting the cup. The ball squirts free to the perimeter. Scooped up by Denver. They go inside to Jokic. And just a baby soft hook shot along the baseline for Nikola Jokic. 7 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Meaning Dante on the run to the free throw line. Out to Randall. Step back beyond the arc. Jokic just dared him to shoot. So Randall just takes it and makes it. Timberwolves knocking out 6 of 11 to start the game. 28-27, Wolves lead by 1. This Strother 3, and the Wolves have the rebound. Here's Randall trying to push the pace. Speeding up in the front court, trying to feed it to Anthony Edwards, who he thought was going to cut back door. Ant was flaring out to the wing. That's turnover number 3 on Minnesota. Randall out, Rudy Gobert back in with 1:42 left to go first quarter. And for the first time tonight, Nikola Jokic will take his seat. Dario Saric, the former Timberwolf for 68 games back in the 18-19 season, if we're keeping track. He's the backup big. Saric played limited minutes in 4 games, 10 minutes a night. Left side 3 for Strother, that's no good. Also into the game is Peyton Watson. Here's Dante DiVincenzo trying to run the pick and roll with Rudy. Threw it behind Rudy, stolen by MPJ. Driving in, reverse layup is good. And that is Julian Strother getting his first bucket of the game. 2 more fast break points. That's 4-0 in favor of Denver. And jogs it up here. Off the Rudy screen, lost the handle. It's scooped up by Denver, and they're off to the races again. Driving in, Watson, shot rejected by Nas Reed. It comes off the glass, and the Wolves able to control. And on the move to the 3-point line. Cross court, Nikhil to the corner, and Nas will take a run in the lane. Sweeping hook, drops in with the right hand. 30-29, Timberwolves back up by 1. Russell Westbrook, hash mark far side, left to right here. Off a Saric screen, Westbrook on the attack with the right hand. Kick out. Watson catch and shoot 3 on the way. Missed that one long, and Dante DiVincenzo has the rebound. Mentioned the Timberwolves number 2 in the NBA in 3-point rate. Denver, bottom 3 in the NBA. That 29th. Straightaway 3 for Anthony Edwards. He hits it over Russell Westbrook. Ant's fired up as he backpedals back down the floor. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter, 33-29. Westbrook out at the timeline. Timberwolves do have a foul to give. They want to use it. Westbrook pull up 16-footer short, and the Wolves have the rebound. There's the horn. That's the end of the first quarter, and the Timberwolves have themselves a 4-point advantage. 33 points on 55% shooting, 7 of 12 from beyond the arc. The only thing slowing down the Wolves, 5 turnovers in those opening 12 minutes. Wolves finish the quarter on an 8-2 run. They lead by 4 as we head to the second next on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Get ready to wolf down pizza perfection, Wolves fans. From now until November 14th, if you buy 3 Red Baron pizzas, you can score 2 tickets to a Wolves game.
Big Dog's gotta eat!
For more info, visit Timberwolves.com/Red Baron.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
Bring the fun to family time with a visit to Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Start by making a splash and memories at the lagoon. Our indoor water park includes a lazy river, an activity pool, and more exciting features. Then hit the lanes at Island Extreme Bowl for some family-friendly competition before you head to our luxurious hotel for a relaxing night away. Book your stay now at ticasino.com. Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Destination fun.
Ready to win big, Wolves fans?
Wide open on the 3. Yeah!
Sign up for Driven to Win, presented by Toyota, where the Wolves' success could put you in the driver's seat of a brand new Toyota. Enter for your shot at a new ride at Timberwolves.com/Toyota.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
After one, Timberwolves on top of the Nuggets, 33-29. The Wolves outscoring the Nuggets by 15 points at the three-point line. 7 made threes to 2, and that kind of fits where both teams are to start the season. The Wolves' second-best three-point rate. That means 50% of their shots are coming from deep. Denver, only 32% of their shots are coming from deep. And the Wolves are a better three-point shooting team 4 games into the season, too. And so the Wolves average 16.5 made threes a game. That's 5th best in the NBA. Denver, who doesn't shoot it well, it doesn't take a lot of them, they only average 10.8 made threes a game. I mean, if that holds up tonight, there's your difference in the game. That's why Mike Malone said before the game that three-point line could be the difference. Russell Westbrook played 4 minutes, was a -8 during his time on the floor. And this has been one of the themes about Westbrook fitting in with these Nuggets. When he's been on the floor in 4 games this year, the team has an 88 offensive rating, a 109 defensive rating, a -21 net rating. Westbrook has the ball, bringing it up from left to right. In the paint, kick out. Here's Watson on the attack. He'll drop it back down. Saric wide open, look at a 3. He clangs that off the front iron. And Timberwolves come away with a rebound. Denver's 2 of 8 from long range. Conley, DiVincenzo, Alexander Walker, and then the bigs, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert. Dante lobs it up. Rudy throws it down. Beautifully designed play by Chris Finch and company. An alley-oop to Rudy. It's the 7th time he's thrown one down. His first feed from Dante. There was one earlier in the Dallas game that Dante threw, and Rudy could not flush home. Westbrook off the Saric screen. Back to Dario in the lane. His pass to the corner deflected out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock for Denver. So Rudy now 7 of 8 on alley-oops this year. And he's gotten those 7 made alley-oops from 6 different Timberwolves players. Mike Conley has 2. Everybody else 1. Here's Westbrook. Into the paint, swirls around, drops it back out. Saric puts it on the deck, drives in, got stripped by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Ball's loose, scooped up by Dario, but the shot clock expires. Turnover on the Nuggets, that'll be their 3rd of the game. Timberwolves lead by 6. It's their largest advantage of the game. Denver's largest lead was 4. Here come the Wolves from right to left. Mike Conley, no points, hasn't taken a shot, 1 assist. A slow start to the season for Mike. I mentioned earlier, that left wrist appears to be bothering him. He said it's something he's just going to have to play through. It's an injury he had a number of years ago, re-injured in the postseason last year. Lob inside, Rudy's got it over his head, touches it toward the rim, and swirls around and drops in. And Michael Malone sensing the Wolves starting to get a little separation here. It's a 12-2 run dating back to the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves now up 37-29. We step aside from Target Center on a Friday night. Glad you're along with us on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Hey, Wolves fans, listen up. Step up your shoe game this season with Trade Home Shoes, your Minnesota-based, employee-owned retailer. Trade Home Shoes has on-trend footwear for the entire family. Brands like New Balance, Hoka, On, Birkenstock, Rival Shoes, and more. With over a century of experience at 130 locations nationwide, Trade Home Shoes is where generations meet comfort and style. Trade Home Shoes. Enjoy life. Feet first.
Hey, Wolves fans, do you have a speedy crawler at home? The Wolves are on the hunt for baby racers aged 9 to 11 months to take over the court during a game this season.
Pass up top, jump by Anthony Edwards. Hands off to the races, he'll rise up and jam it through with 2 hands. That might seal it.
Think your little one has what it takes to crawl to victory? Sign them up for baby races presented by Tony's at Timberwolves.com/baby race, and let's see who will be crawling their way to glory.
You gotta love it.
When it comes to watching the game, it's always nice to sit and savor a delicious snack. And Jack Link's protein snacks always hits the shot. Jack Link's beef jerky is made with 100% beef that's simply seasoned and hardwood smoked to deliver a mouth-watering, flavorful, good source of protein, convenient snack. Jack Link's, the official protein snack of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go a walk in the park with the new Ford Explorer. Become the MVP of the work site with the unrivaled performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America. Or discover what it really means to adventure in the great outdoors with the new Bronco Sport. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Based on calendar year total sales.
Lead on the 2023 NBA champion Denver Nuggets. Russell Westbrook in 5.5 minutes is a minus 12 on the floor, and this was one of the concerns about bringing Westbrook in. What kind of an impact would he have? So far, it has not been great, but here's what Michael Malone had to say when I asked him about Westbrook being added to this particular group in the preseason.
Yeah, he's been great, and I can't stress that enough. From the energy he brings every day. How hard he plays, how hard he practices. I think this team needed a guy like Russell Westbrook. And the great thing about Russ, he comes in off the bench. He's going to play with great pace, get out in transition, look to attack. He can play behind Jamal. He can play with Jamal. He'll make everyone around him better.
Well, I don't know that has been, that's more wishful thinking than anything over these first 5 games. Westbrook remains out there. I mentioned the numbers when he's been on the floor. When he's been paired with Murray, it's been a negative. When he's been paired with Jokic, it's been a negative. When he's out there without either, it's been a negative. Drive in, wild shot by Watson. Rebound ripped away by Saric. Out to the corner, Westbrook well short on a 3, but he gets his own rebound. Baseline drive, a hang and a kick out. He threw it away. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's got it off the Dante in the lane. He'll lob it back out. Conley sets himself, fires the 3, and hits it. First triple of the night for Mike. Timberwolves up by 11, 40-29. It's now a 12-0 Timberwolves run. Inside, Westbrook out to Saric, lock and load. Shot is short. Denver now shooting a paltry 38%, 2 of 10 from deep. They're struggling without Jokic on the floor. Another 3. It's Dante DiVincenzo. Jokic can't get to the table fast enough. Denver was a -7 heading into play. Now 2 threes make them a -13, and Jokic is 4 minutes off the floor. Murray has it right side, 1-on-1 against Gobert. Steps back on an angle three, no. Sharge the rebound. Off to Westbrook, driving in, scoots between two defenders. Missed the shot, rebound hits the deck. Ball still loose, Watson comes away with it. He'll kick out to Murray. Jamal, double. Bounce pass, Porter Jr. baseline. Extra dribble, reverse layup is good. Crowd wanted a double dribble there, but the bleeding stops there after a 15-0 Timberwolves run, 43-31. Wolves are outscoring the Nuggets. 9 made threes to 2. That's 21 points. DiVincenzo left side, quickly moves on Westbrook, stops. He got hit in the face, gives it off to Rudy, tried to get it back, and a reach-in foul. Either Murray or Westbrook, one of the two will get it. It'll not be in the act of shooting, so sideline out of bounds. So Jokic is back in. He was a -1 in his 10 minutes and 18 seconds on the floor. So that means the Nuggets were down 1 after he went off the floor. In the 4 minutes and 19 seconds he was on the bench, the Wolves went 15-4. Inbound comes to Conley. He's got it up top. He's got a horn set. Now Nas slips off the Rudy screen, cross court. Dante catch and shoot three online. He got it again. Second triple of the night for Dante DiVincenzo. Wolves are a blistering 10 of 15 from long range. Here's Jokic right side. Top of the key and a handoff to MPJ. And a whistle stops play and a foul on the floor. Sideline out of bounds for Denver here with 8:36 left to go in the second quarter. Wolves are up by 15 on the Nuggets. 20 meetings over the last 2 years. 8 in the regular season, 12 in the postseason. Back-to-back years, the Wolves and Nuggets matching up in the postseason. Nuggets got them in round 1 2 years ago. Nuggets turn it over, courtesy of Westbrook. Nikhil down the lane to Mike in the corner. He'll pop on a three. It swirled out. Rebound. Dante got a hand to it. Jokic couldn't squeeze it. Rudy's got it to the corner and Nas. He thought about a three. Now off to Conley. Mike will drive in. Floater with the right hand is allowed to Rudy. He'll put it up. No. Got his arm hit by Jokic. No call. Murray up the center of the floor. Zips it inside. Jokic turns, driving. Layup is good. And that just comes with playing 8 years together. Murray and Jokic. 46-33. It's a 13-point Timberwolves lead. Off the Gobert screen. Nikhil with probes the baseline. He'll run it up off glass. Missed the shot. Oh, slam followed. No by Rudy. But he got fouled as he missed that dunk attempt. Nick Booker makes the call. He'll send Rudy to the free throw line for 2 shots. Timberwolves basketball tonight against the Denver Nuggets, brought to you by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank proud to be the official bank of the Wolves. And by Sezzle. Fans, a 4-point play in the NBA? That's hard. But splitting your next 4 Wolves purchases into 4 interest-free payments with Sezzle, that is easy. Download the Sezzle app today. Terms and conditions apply. Rudy Gobert misses the first free throw. Conley and Reed will sit down as Randall and McDaniels are back in. Rudy at the line, 67% this year. That one's online and drops in. 1 out of 2 for Gobert, and the Wolves lead by 14. Jokic is going to bring it up here from left to right. With Murray, with Brown, with Aaron Gordon and MPJ. Starting 5 out there. Murray trapped in the corner by Gobert. Bounced it off to Jokic in the block. Back out to Murray, who moves on Gobert. Pulls up on a 3 and missed it. Jokic battles for the rebound. Couldn't squeeze it. Dante's got it. DiVincenzo on the no-look lob inside. Rudy's got it along the baseline. Pivots, goes up, banks it in for 2. That's 9 first-half points for Rudy Gobert. 24-6 is what the Wolves are outscoring the Nuggets over the last 6+ minutes. Aaron Gordon feeds Jokic in the high post. He's watched by Gobert, plays a couple of feet off. Out to Gordon. He'll pop on a 3 and hit. Aaron Gordon, his first 3 of the night. He's 1 of 2 from distance. Denver 3 of 13 from long range. Wolves are 10 of 16. Alexander Walker, good lob inside. Rudy's got it. Put up the shot at the rim. He missed it. Thought he got fouled. The rebound. MPJ comes away with it. Nuggets have numbers 4 on 3. MPJ left side 3 is good. Gordon and Porter. Couple of 3s. Denver within 10. 49-39. Nikhil to the baseline. Doubled. No look to the corner. It's Dante DiVincenzo. Takes one dribble. Fly by. 3-ball, no. And MPJ's got the rebound. Here come the Nuggets on the move. Aaron Gordon catch and shoot right wing three. That's good. So Aaron Gordon with a couple of threes. Sandwiched around an MPJ three. And it's 49-42 just like that. Amazing what can happen when you hit some threes. Denver doesn't make a lot of them. They don't take a lot of them. The Wolves do. And as a result, they have a 7-point lead midway through the second quarter on the Timberwolves radio network.
There's some big loot up for grabs right now. The Emirates NBA Cup. Every team in the league has got their eyes on this prize.
The action heating up here in Vegas.
But only one will get their hands on it. All 30 teams, 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday night. All leading up to the knockout rounds. And a grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. The Emirates NBA Cup begins November 12th on ESPN and TNT.
At Target, we're home court advantage for the hometown sports fans. And with the Timberwolves season in full gear, we're here to help you gear up and make your game day prep a slam dunk. Hear that? That's what you call a buzzer-beating three-pointer for the win. Time to dish up your famous nachos or put a full-court press on some jalapeno poppers. Then serve up some sweet desserts to celebrate the W. However you do game day, we're here for it at Target and Target.com.
Time for another scoreboard update. We have a final in Brooklyn, 120-112. The Nets hang on against the Chicago Bulls. This one was all knotted up at 106 with about 5 minutes left. Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson combined to score the final 14 points, and the Nets pull away from Chicago in those final minutes to get the win at home. The New York Knicks, they were in Detroit earlier this evening, taking on the Pistons. Karl Anthony Towns trying to build off that 44-point performance on Wednesday. Well, tonight it was his teammate, Jalen Brunson, who did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Ball inbounded by Brunson. Knicks operating from left to right. Brunson, McBride, a Hart, Sims, and Anunoby. And it's Brunson for three from the left wing. It's his 6th three-pointer. And the Knicks point guard has 36 points tonight.
He finished with 36. His services not needed in the final 12 minutes of this one, so he likely could have rang that 40-point bell. Knicks led it by 30 after 3 quarters and cruised to the 128-98 victory. They are now 3-2 to begin their season. Cleveland Cavaliers are a perfect 6-0 to start their campaign. Best start in franchise history since the 2016 club, and best start for an NBA team in terms of undefeated records since the 2022 Milwaukee Bucks. This update brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places. Back to Alan Horton.
All right, Cal, thank you very much. 6:19 left to go first half. 49-42. Timberwolves' lead has been trimmed to 7 thanks to a 9-0 Denver run over the last 42 seconds. Wolves had 5 turnovers in the opening quarter, but none so far here in the second. And in addition to talking a lot of Delaware with Dante DiVincenzo on the tip-off show tonight, I also asked him about the turnovers of late.
I think turnovers is interesting stat because you want to play free, you want to play fast, and with that comes turnovers. But I think the turnovers that we can limit are, the careless, wild ones. I think when we limit those and think the game through a little bit more, we'll end up with a few turnovers just being aggressive, but I think we'll live with those ones versus just the careless ones.
Yeah, and the Wolves had too many careless ones against Dallas Tuesday night. 20 turnovers for 25 Dallas points. You give a team like Dallas with Luka, Kyrie, Clay, you give them extra possessions, they're going to make you pay. And the Wolves shot 51% from the field, 49% from deep. You do that in games, you win 91% of your games. The Wolves did not because they didn't do the small things in that game. Jokic, top of the key, out to MPJ left side. Left-handed dribble to the baseline, cut off, back out to Jokic. He got airborne and then bounced it and then spins inside and got fouled. Boy, you don't see too many guys that are able to pull that off where they go up for a 3 and then take a dribble. But he had not used up his dribble already. And then they get Randall on the foul. It's not in the act of shooting, so sideline out of bounds. Denver's still on a 9-0 run. Jokic off to MPJ, right elbow. Guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. Deep 2 on a step back, and he got it. MPJ starting to find his rhythm. He's got 13 points. He's hit 6 of 8 shots. Gordon's right behind him with 11. 4 of 6 shooting. 49-44. Drop-off between the Denver starters and every other lineup that Michael Malone can throw out there is staggering. Here's Randall, top of the key, into the paint, scoops it up with left hand and got it. Put a little English on that as well. Julius now up to 11 points. Bulls have 3 starters on the floor as Gordon gets free to the free throw line. The pull-up jumper is good. So Gordon and Porter Jr. each with 13. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists for Nikola Jokic. There's Nas in the corner. Good look at the catch and shoot 3. Missed it long right in front of the Wolves bench. Jokic clears the rebound. Outlet to Brown. On the number 0. Forcing Russell Westbrook to wear number 4. Brown still with it up top here. Takes the pass to the high post. Drives on Nas. Good pump fake. He got Nas in the air just enough to draw the contact, and he'll earn a trip to the free throw line for 2 shots. Joe Ingles will check in with 4:33 left to go in the second quarter. Chris Finch has primarily used an 8-man lineup. Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker off the bench, and then Joe Ingles has been the 9th man. He's only averaging 6 minutes a game. He has not scored. Only taken 2 shots. Both of them threes. Brown hits the free throw. Ingles is averaging 2 assists per game. So he and Ant will be the point guard here, with McDaniels, Randall, and Naz Reid up front. It's a big lineup. 2 free throws good for Christian Brown. He's shooting 83% at the stripe. First year as a starter, averaging 14 and 5 a game. 3-point game. The Wolves' 16-point advantage. It's just dwindled to 3. Julius Randle, top of the key, flips it off to McDaniels, hounded by Jamal Murray. Backtracks, now gets to the 3-point line, works inside the arc, got inside, got tangled up with Murray, lost the ball. Gordon leak out to Brown, the dunk is there, and he got fouled. Boy, Nas kind of shoved him with a forearm. Solid finish by Christian Brown through that contact, and he go to the free throw line for an and 1. 6 turnovers on the Wolves. That's their first of the second quarter. And Nas just gave him a little shove there. He's got to either got to go full bore and hit him hard or let him go. Can't go in between. Free throw is good. Christian Brown has a dozen. It's tied at 51. It's an 18-3 Denver run. Ant just pulls up on a straightaway 3 and drains it. My goodness, is he in some kind of a zone to start the season? 42% on 13 attempts per game heading into tonight. Jokic lost it on the perimeter, got it back. Christian Brown takes the handoff, hit the paint, dishes it off to Gordon. Reverse layup is good. Now Denver's certainly found their rhythm here. Wolves still lead by 1, 54-53, and to the right side. Against Jamal Murray on the perimeter. Randall comes to set the screen, then slips it to the corner. That's where he is, where Naz Reid finds him. Against Jokic, Randall comes across the paint, takes some contact, flips up the shot, little scissor kick. Kept him in the air, an extra half second, and he floats it up and in. Randall with 13. Up by 3. Aaron Gordon, wing left, up top Jamal Murray. Thought about the 3, instead goes into the paint. Hits off a couple of defenders, falls away, and hits the shot. Jamal's got that drastic fall away where he's fallen about 5 feet backwards. But every time you see him do that, too, he usually hits the shot. Randall on a post up here. Finds a cutting Anthony Edwards to the cup. What a lay-in. Beautifully timed cup by Ant, and that's an aspect that Julius Randle can bring. At passing, that's 4 assists now for Randall. Julius on the season is averaging 5 a game. Denver's made 8 straight shots. Jamal Murray off the staggered screen to right elbow. Hesitates, goes in, then McDaniels erases his shot attempt. That ends that streak. It'll still be Denver basketball, 8 to shoot. Hunter Tyson snuck on the floor there for a couple of minutes. Now comes to the bench. Pass to Jokic, deflected by Rudy, but Jokic has got it off to Gordon across the paint. The ball's loose. Jokic backs it to the wing. Porter Jr., his 3-ball blocked, and a shot clock violation against Denver. So another turnover on Denver. That is their 5th of the night. Check that. There's 6. Both teams have 6 turnovers. The Wolves have a 7-5 edge in points off of turnovers. The Wolves are minus 14 in the paint. They have not won the battle in the paint in any game this season. It doesn't appear like they're going to start tonight. 58-55, up by 3. Ant with it, 10 on the shot clock. 2 to go in the first half. It's a running start between the legs, trying to set up Murray inside the arc. Now drives in, runs it up off glass. Count it for 2. Last 2 buckets for Ant have come in the paint. 60-55. Ant's got 16. Here's Denver with it. They've already given up a 60 spot here in the first half. Murray at the other side, hounded by Ant. Here comes Julius from behind. Jamal gets away from that. Bounce it underneath. Gordon, reverse layup. No, but a whistle and a foul. Good call. He got hit. Mark Davis makes the call. You know, Mark Davis was the official in Game 2 of that 7-game series in the second round last spring. That's the one the Wolves absolutely dominated, where Jamal Murray twice tried to throw stuff on the court, a towel, then a heat pack. The heat pack skidded onto the floor. But that's also when Mark Davis was confronted by Michael Malone. Remember that? When Malone came storming off the bench, it basically went Earl Weaver on Mark Davis, like nose to nose. As badly as Mike Malone wanted to get teed up or maybe even tossed, Mark Davis let him go. Didn't tee him up, didn't toss him, which only seemed to anger Mike Malone even more. First free throw good for Aaron Gordon. The second one is also good. 60-57. 1:44 left to go in the first half. Ant will bring it up here. He's got Rudy, Julius, Jaden, and Joe Ingles on the floor. Joe's had a touch. There's comes one off the Rudy screen. Joe with it. Tried to dish it inside to Rudy. Knocked away by Jokic. Another turnover on the Wolves. Their 7th. Jokic lobs it to the rim. Gordon the reverse slam. The alley-oop. Last year they were a top 5 duo. Jokic hooking up with Gordon on alley-oops. They had 35 of them. So far they've got 3 this year. That was the 3rd. Randall backs down Christian Brown in the paint. Hangs and kicks out to Ant. He'll take a run by Gordon in the lane. Goes up with the right hand. Silky smooth from 10 feet. Anthony Edwards with Jokic closing out. 62-59. Wolves by 3. Minute to go. Second quarter. Jokic pounds the dribble to the elbow. Out to Christian Brown. Takes one dribble back to Jokic up top. He'll flip it off to MPJ. Will rise up. Mid-range jumper is good. 7 of 10 shooting for Michael Porter Jr. 6th year out of Missouri. 62-61. We're running out of time to play any defense in this half. Ant with it across the timeline. Minnesota's made 5 straight shots. Number 5's got it. He's got 16. Nope, 18 in the game. He's doubled. He'll rise up for the 3. It's short. Joe Ingles reads it perfectly. Underneath to Randall. Double clutches. His hang and hit is good. And the Timberwolves now lead by 3. Curry back the other way. Dribbles into a 3. It's off the front rim. No. 20 seconds left to go. I'm not sure why Murray went so quickly there. I think they could have held for the final shot. Ant's got inside of midcourt from right to left here. The crowd comes to their feet. Denver does have a foul to give, and they use it. Christian Brown with 6.8 left. Brown went a little bit early, though. If you're going to use the foul that you have to give, you don't want to be the one who initiates it. Let the offense do it. Wait till they go with 4 or 3 seconds, then foul. We'll still have 6.8 left here. Joe Ingles will trigger. They get it into Ant on the move. Up top with the left-handed dribble to the elbow. Crosses over to the right hand. Now to the corner. Jaden McDaniels with it. Along the baseline. Flips up the shot. He got it. Oh, they're going to wave it off. An offensive foul against Julius Randle, who I think just kind of got caught in a bad way and gets called for an offensive foul. Almost an inadvertent offensive foul. Boy, there's not a lot in that. There is not a lot in that. The inbound comes to Gordon, and the horn sounds, signaling the end of the first half of play. What an offensive half of basketball between these 2 heavyweights in the Western Conference. Timberwolves, 64 points on 59% shooting at 11 of 21 from deep. 18 for Ant, 15 for Randall. The Nuggets, 61 points on 48% shooting, 5 of 17 from beyond the arc, 6 of 6 from deep. Well, since they got outshot, how did they keep it so close? Well, they took 11 more shots than the Timberwolves in that first half, thanks in part to their offensive rebounds and a slight edge in turnovers. 64-61. Halftime is next with Cal Soderquist on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Anything can happen when you say I'm in to a scratch game from the Minnesota Lottery. Besides cash prizes, some scratch games offer a second chance, so even non-winning tickets can win. Since this is probably music to your ears, we'll say it again, in a song. Besides cash prizes, some scratch games offer a second chance, so even non-winning tickets can win. Minnesota Lottery. I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
Get ready to howl, Wolves fans.
Jokic surveys the scene, now goes to work. Spins away from Anderson, runs into Rudy, who rejects the shot.
Be in the building on Monday, November 4th, as Rudy and the Wolves look to swat away the Charlotte Hornets.
Across the lane, sweeping hook, rejected by Rudy. What an emphatic swat that was.
Get your tickets at timberwolves.com/tickets, and let's show them why Target Center is the home of the howl.
Target Center is hopping tonight.
At Mayo Clinic, we're conquering the unconquerable. Using artificial intelligence and data, our experts can create a personalized gene roadmap just for you, customizing your cancer treatment, giving your body exactly what it needs to fight the disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic, because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
He'll rise up for the three. It's short. Joe Ingles reads it perfectly underneath to Randall. Double clutches. His hang and hit is good. And the Timberwolves now lead by 3.
Final bucket of the first half from the Minnesota Timberwolves comes courtesy of Julius Randle with just a few seconds left in that second quarter. Timberwolves clinging to the three-point advantage at the intermission, 64-61. They were up comfortably in that second quarter. Looked like they were firing on all cylinders offensively, built a lead up as large as 16, only to see Denver then find their footing and close the first half on a 28-15 burst. Welcome inside the Minnesota Lottery halftime show. Cal Soderquist here with you inside our NBA Tonight studios, where in just a second we'll get to a few more of those first half highlights. We'll also take a closer look at that first half box score as both teams took turns controlling the first 24 minutes of this ball game. It was Denver hitting 10 of their final 13 field goals to, again, get right back in this ball game, despite 18 first half points from Anthony Edwards, 15 more from Julius Randle. Timberwolves as a team shot nearly 60% from the field in that first half, including 11 of 22 from deep. We also will catch you up on a busy Friday night across the NBA, and then Alan chats with assistant coach Kevin Hansen just in front of third quarter action. Let's start, though, with the highlights. Timberwolves continuing this week-long playoff reunion tour. Earlier this week, Luka Doncic and the Mavs in town, and tonight it's Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Wolves and Nuggets reigniting that rivalry that, of course, treated us to that epic 7-game Western Conference semifinal series in last May's postseason. Early on in this one, neither team able to build meaningful separation, but the Timberwolves, specifically Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, making plays on both ends in that first.
Randall steps through a lane double. Kick out Ant on the right side. Catch and shoot three on the way. Got this one. Second three of the night for Anthony Edwards. He's got 6 points. Takes more threes than any player in the NBA. 13 a game early on. Jokic spins inside. Rudy was waiting for him and swatted it out of play. Terrific anticipation by the four-time Defensive Player of the Year.
One of 4 triples in that first half for Anthony Edwards, and Rudy with the swat on the other end. Great defense on Jokic. 1 block in the first half for Rudy to go along with his 9 points, 5 boards, and a couple assists as well. Like we mentioned, both teams traded punches for much of that first frame. The Timberwolves closing the quarter with a mini 11-4 burst. It gave them a 4-point advantage after the opening 12 minutes. 33-29 was your score. Timberwolves with the 4-point lead. And as that second quarter got underway, Minnesota kept their foot on the gas.
He threw it away. Nickeil Alexander-Walker He's got it off to Dante in the lane. He'll lob it back out. Conley sets himself, fires the three, and hits it. First triple of the night for Mike. Timberwolves up by 11, 40-29. It's now a 12-0 Timberwolves run.
12-0 run stretching back to late in that first quarter, part of a larger burst that saw Minnesota build the lead up as many as 16. But as quick as they built that 16-point cushion, the Nuggets were able to trim it right back down.
It's just dwindled to 3. Julius Randle, top of the key, flips it off to McDaniels, hounded by Jamal Murray. Backtracks, now gets to the three-point line, works inside the arc, got inside, got tangled up with Murray, lost the ball. Gordon leaked out to Brown, the dunk is there, and he got fouled. Boy, Nas kind of shoved him with a forearm. Solid finish by Christian Brown through that contact, and he go to the free throw line. Fernand won.
So after a 21-4 burst from the Timberwolves that spanned the end of the first and start of the second quarters, Denver answering right back, finding their footing offensively with an 18-2 burst of their own, and all of a sudden we were tied up again, and a sold-out electric Target Center atmosphere was all of a sudden quiet. For the final few minutes of this first half, both teams sort of traded buckets. Both teams caught fire offensively, and it results in a 64-61 lead at the break for the Timberwolves. Again, Ant leading the way with 18 first-half points. Julius Randle, the other Timberwolf in double figures, with 15. Also a team-best 5 assists, matching Dante DiVincenzo, who came off the bench, 6 points, 5 boards, and 5 dimes in his 12 minutes of action. And we mentioned Rudy Gobert with 9 points and 5 rebounds as well. Meanwhile, for Denver, Aaron Gordon is the leading scorer. 19 points on 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. Perfect 3 of 3 from the stripe. Michael Porter Jr. has 15 as well. And Christian Brown, you heard the emphatic and one slam that tied the game back up in the second quarter. He's got a dozen in his 16 minutes. Nikola Jokic, well on his way to another one of those ho-hum triple-doubles. 9 points, 8 dimes, 5 rebounds in 19 first-half minutes for the reigning MVP. Timberwolves shot 59% from the field in the first half. 11 of 21 from deep. They've got an 18-point advantage in terms of the three-point shooting. Talked a lot about turnovers after that loss to the Mavs on Tuesday. Wolves took better care of the basketball in the first half. Just 7 first-half turnovers for Minnesota. Check that, 8. 8 first-half turnovers that Denver turned into 7 points. Wolves got outscored 34-24 in the paint. Surrendered 8 second chance points as well. And again, the transition left plenty to be desired in terms of the defense for the Timberwolves. Denver with a 17-8 advantage in the fast break scoring. Good news, though, Minnesota with a 3-point lead, and they'll come out of the locker rooms hopefully with some adjustments to build back up that double-digit cushion. We will pause. We'll come back and catch you up on action elsewhere in the NBA on this Friday. You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, Timberwolves fans, ready to score big with Wolves gear without breaking the bank? Let me introduce you to Sezzle and the Pay in 4 program. With Sezzle, you can split your payments into 4 easy, interest-free installments on all your Wolves purchases. From jerseys and hoodies to courtside seats, Sezzle has got you covered. Wherever you shop, however you rep the Wolves. Download the Sezzle app and get started today. Sezzle, the official jersey patch sponsor of the Timberwolves. Subject to approval, see terms and conditions at Sezzle.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Still at the halftime break here at the Target Center. Timberwolves clinging to a 3-point lead after 2 quarters, 64-61. Minnesota had a lead as large as 16 about 5 minutes into that second quarter, only to see the Denver Nuggets answer right back. An 18-2 burst almost instantly had this game tied back up, and they traded punches over the final few minutes of that second quarter. Anthony Edwards leading the way for Minnesota, 18 points, 7 of 13 from the field. Julius Randle chips in 15 of his own on an ultra-efficient 5 of 7. Meanwhile, Aaron Gordon leading Denver with 19 first-half points. Both teams got what they wanted when they wanted it offensively. Wolves shot nearly 60% from the field. They've got an 18-point advantage in terms of the three-point shooting. Denver, though, with a 17-8 edge in terms of the fast break scoring. Wolves have to shore up some of that transition defense. This is the Minnesota Lottery halftime show. If you're game for a little excitement, just say I'm in and play the Minnesota Lottery. Quickly scores elsewhere on this Friday in the association. The Brooklyn Nets get a 120-112 win at home against the Bulls. LA Lakers hang on north of the border in Toronto. Anthony Davis, 38 points and 12 rebounds in the victory. And the Cleveland Cavaliers improved to 6-0 to start their season after a 120-106 win against the Orlando Magic. Darius Garland had 25 points in this one. Cavs are 6-0 to start their season for just the third time in franchise history. Second half action just around the corner. Alan chats with assistant coach Kevin Hansen next on the Timberwolves Radio Network. Hey, Wolves fans, want the excitement of Timberwolves basketball, but on your terms? Meet the all-new Flex Plan.
It's only 5 to shoot. They get it into Rudy along the baseline. He's got a tough ball away. It's up. Oh, it drops in!
Customized entirely by you, Timberwolves Flex Plans put you in charge while delivering exclusive savings for the games and seats you want.
It could be your night!
Don't miss out. Customize your Flex Plan right now at timberwolves.com/flex.
There's some big loot up for grabs right now. The Emirates NBA Cup. Every team in the league has got their eyes on this prize.
The action heating up here in Vegas.
All 30 teams, 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday night. All leading up to the knockout rounds. And a grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. Emirates NBA Cup, Knicks versus Sixers and Mavericks versus Warriors, November 12th from 7:30 Eastern on TNT.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
A scintillating offensive first half. The Timberwolves find themselves up 64-61 on the Denver Nuggets. Alan Horton along with you. We check in with assistant coach Kevin Hansen courtside here. Kevin, as entertaining as that first half was and sort of electric offense at both ends, how much did you guys focus on making some tweaks defensively to try to be the first team that plays defense in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's really not about tweaking anything. It's about getting back in transition and having a readiness to guard. I didn't think we came out with the right mindset at all. We really reacted to them. So, it starts with building, our half-court defense is elite. So we got to make them work in the half-court.
Boy, you guys stressed a defensive transition. It was the last thing Chris Finch said to the team at shoot-around today, and they had 17 first-half fast break points.
Yeah, we're too slow to react. They're out the starting gates way quicker than us. Our first 3 steps have to be way better.
Kevin, appreciate it. Good luck second half.
All right, thanks.
Kevin Hansen along with me here as we get set for the third quarter. 64-61 is the score. Plenty of offense, but the Wolves just getting torched in defensive transition, giving up 17 fast break points right now. I mean, both offensive ratings are above the 90th percentile. Wolves are in the 97th percentile. They're 133. Denver's 127 points per 100 possessions. That's in the 93rd percentile. Denver in transition is getting a 167 offensive rating. And they've been in transition for 19% of their first half possessions. Those numbers are through the roof. Wolves half court defense, as Kevin Hansen just said, has been elite. 94. The Wolves offensive rating is a 123. You play this game in the half court, the Wolves are going to come out on top. The Wolves talked about defensive transition after they gave up 20 fast break points to Dallas on Tuesday. Had 2 days of practice, Wednesday and Thursday. Talked about it more, stressed it even more at shoot-around today. And that was part of their final message of getting back in transition. Chris Finch said it's not solely about effort, it's about communication. It's about the guys just not quite being on the same page enough and realizing who's going where and when and where I'm supposed to be. And then communicating that to each other so that at least one Gordon to MPJ against Gobert. Pulls him out to the perimeter. Jokic trying to post up on McDaniels. McDaniels fronts him. They lob over, and Jokic makes the catch, turns, and floats it off the glass for 2. 5 of 8 shooting for Nikola Jokic. 11 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 blocked shot. Not a single turnover in that first half. Cross court, Conley spots the open man. It's McDaniels. He throws up a 3. It's an air ball. Timberwolves have not had an air ball tonight from deep. They're 11 of 22 from long range now. Jamal Murray, wing left, guarded by Mike Conley. Jamal holds, got 4 points on 2 of 7 shooting. It's been that kind of a start to the season to Jamal Murray. A little up and under, trying to force it up on Conley. Gets bailed out with a foul call. Brett Mansell says that Conley reached around the waist of Murray. Yeah, he kind of had the back arm there around Murray's back. I don't know how much that affected Murray, but I tell you what, it doesn't matter because if the officials see that, they see your arm wrapped around, or if you grab a little bit of the jersey, they see that, it's an automatic call. Automatic. Free throw good for Jamal Murray. Timberwolves basketball brought to you tonight by Travel South Dakota. It's time to put routine at the end of the bench because you deserve to disconnect from the ordinary and connect to the ones who matter most. Discover endless reasons to pack your bags at TravelSouthDakota.com. 2 free throws are good for Jamal Murray. Now in his 8th year out of Kentucky. He'll be 28 by the time the season's up. Career low shooting percentage, career low from deep. He's got the Nuggets up by 1, 65-64. Runner in the lane for Conley. A late whistle. Gordon will pick it up. And Mike Conley will go to the free throw line where he has yet to miss. He's a perfect 10 for 10 on the season. Mike in season 18. Tied for the 4th most seasons played, drafted back in 2007. He is the 11th oldest player in the NBA at 37 years of age. His teammate Joe Ingles is 10th. He's got Mike by 9 days. Conley was able to brag at Media Day this year that he's not the oldest guy on the team anymore. Joe Ingles is. And we all kind of nodded our heads going, oh, Joe's older. Then you look it up. Joe's 9 days older than Mike Conley. 2 free throws are good. The Wolves back up 66-65. Jokic out to Gordon, left wing in front of the Wolves bench, lines up the 3 and hits it. Aaron Gordon is 3 of 4 from distance, 22 points. But what's troubling about what the Nuggets are doing is that their role players, Porter Jr. and Gordon and Christian Brown, are all shooting the ball really well. And a lot of their points have been created by themselves. They're not just relying on Jokic, who does have 9 assists, but they're making some of their own offense as well. Anthony Edwards knocks down his 5th 3 of the night. He's got 21 points. 5th straight game to start the season for Anthony Edwards with 5 or more threes. It's a career high. It's a franchise record. It's the longest since Steph Curry did it in 7 straight games to begin a season a number of years ago with Golden State. 71-69. Here's McDaniels with the right-handed dribble into the paint. Tried to step through, got bodied off. Now sets up Ant right side, who hesitates. Now lines up the 3. It's offline. Jokic, that's the rebound off the glass. Rudy's got it. Kick out Randall. Randall, he'll fire it away. Got it. Straight away 3. Give Rudy the dime. 3 assists for Rudy. 72-71. Tremendous play by Rudy Gobert. When he gets that rebound inside, there's so many bodies around him. Just kick that thing out. Wolves have shooters everywhere. 13 made threes. 52% from beyond the arc. Wolves 72, Nuggets 71. Timeout on the floor on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Well, tonight was huge. So first and foremost, I got to thank my FVP, my car battery for this victory. Without it, I'd still be in my garage. My FVP battery came to play. It always gives 110%, leaves everything on the pavement. And I am so proud of how my FVP hung in today. You know, it overcame high and low temps all season long. It brought the heat tonight. It's not really about whether you win or lose, okay? It's about what battery you put under the hood. FVP kind of sounds like MVP. That's no coincidence. Automotive batteries from FVP. Reach for what works. Visit FVPparts.com.
Hey, Wolves fans, listen up. Step up your shoe game this season with Trade Home Shoes, your Minnesota-based employee-owned retailer. Trade Home Shoes has on-trend footwear for the entire family. Brands like New Balance, Hoka, On, Birkenstock, Rival Shoes, and more. With over a century of experience in 130 locations nationwide, Trade Home Shoes is where generations meet comfort and style. Trade Home Shoes. Enjoy life. Feet first.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go a walk in the park with the new Ford Explorer. Become the MVP of the work site with the unrivaled performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America. Or discover what it really means to adventure in the great outdoors with the new Bronco Sport. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Based on calendar year total sales.
When it comes to watching the game, it's always nice to sit and savor a delicious snack. And Jack Link's protein snacks always hits the shot. Jack Link's beef jerky is made with 100% beef that's simply seasoned and hardwood smoked to deliver a mouth-watering, flavorful, good source of protein, convenient snack. Jack Link's, the official protein snack of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
72-71, Timberwolves lead the Nuggets by 1. 9:30 left to go in the third quarter. Anthony Edwards has 21 points. Fifth straight game, he's got 5 or more made threes. Remember, he had 24, new career high for Ant. Set the target center record for most points in a quarter. He talked about, however, not being able to duplicate it at that rate the final 3 quarters.
I just trusted. I mean, I don't know why I wasn't going in. I felt like I was shooting it the same way. Yeah, I'm just mad at myself a little bit. I'll be all right.
Ant's always going to be all right. He went down a couple of times in that game, slipped and did the splits. There's always a moment when you see Ant go down, you're just like, oh no. You start to think big picture all of a sudden, so especially something like that. Did the season just change right now? No, he pops right back up. Out of the timeout, MPJ inside, pump fakes, now floats it up over Rudy. Bad idea, missed it long off the back iron. Rebound off of Jokic, out of bounds. Good night by Rudy. You know, against Dallas, Rudy only had 7 points, 8 rebounds, no blocks, a couple of turnovers. Opponent shot 9 of 14 when Rudy was the primary defender. Randall tries a right wing 3, that's no good. Jokic has the rebound. Grab and go up the center of the floor. To his right, MPJ. He'll take a dribble into the paint, stops, double team. He'll kick out to Julian Straube, who runs into Julius Randle. It's Julian against Julius. Jokic against McDaniels, spins inside. He brought the ball down low. McDaniels reached in, poked it free, and went out of bounds, but Mark Davis is going to say McDaniels fouled him. Yeah, it's a good call. And it would have been off McDaniels had the foul not got called. But it's kind of been a little bit of a slow start for Rudy Gobert. Not quite putting up the defensive numbers that we saw a season ago that earned him his 4th Defensive Player of the Year honors. Jamal Murray has gone back to the locker room. They're showing a replay from before the timeout where he was off ball, kind of got sandwiched between a couple of players, and it looked like he got hit in the head, sort of with an elbow and a shoulder. So I would imagine possible concussion-like symptoms for Jamal Murray. At the free throw line, 1 out of 2 for Nikola Jokic. Conley on the move down the lane, runs it off the glass. It's too strong. Jokic has the rebound, lobs the outlet to midcourt. 3 on 2. MPJ, guarded by McDaniels. Wolves do a good job cutting off the fast break there. MPJ out of control, dribbles it off his own foot. Wolves have it. 5 on 4 if they push. Here's Randall backing down Brown in the lane, draws the contact, flips up the shot, it drops in one. Julius Randall, if you need him, 20 on the evening on an efficient 10 shots. 74-72. So Jamal Murray back to the locker room. 6 points, 2 of 7 shooting in this game. 0 of 3 from deep. Julius Randall at the stripe, where he's 4 for 4 tonight, making 5 for 5. Julius on the season, averaging 5 free throw attempts per game. That's 71%. Here's Strawther, takes the handoff from Jokic. Back out to Brown, left wing. Look at the big man. The 3-time MVP against the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. One-on-one, backs him down in the lane. Jokic with it, up with the jump hook. It's blocked again. Rudy got him for the second time tonight. 75-72, the Wolves by 3. Randall up in the front court. Guarded by Aaron Gordon. Feeds Gobert on the run to the rim. Rudy stuffed it through for 2. He makes the play at the defensive end. He gets rewarded at the other. Big night for Rudy Gobert. 77-72. Making plays at both ends. Jokic with it, right in the lane. Holds. Watch the cutter come through. Out to Brown, who camped out left wing. 3-ball no. Rudy the rebound. Snaps the outlet to Randall. Julius with it in the front court. Gets it to Ant on the left side. Beyond the arc against Gordon. Here's Ant with a right-handed dribble. He's probing. Now it backs it out. 10 on the shot clock. No ball movement here. Ant wants it. Off the Gobert screen. Drives baseline. Lobs it inside. Rudy with a catch and the slam! That developed out of nowhere. 7-0 Timberwolves run. Rudy maybe his most impactful couple of minutes of the season. Jokic spins inside on Rudy. Off to MPJ. His shot over Gobert. No. Rebound comes down. MPJ's got it. He gets tackled at the top of the key. They're playing football out there. Pushing and shoving. Trying to get separation. McDaniels is in there. Ant's in there. They got McDaniels on the foul. His third. And I think Rudy got a piece of that last Jokic shot. I really do. Top of the key. Here's Jokic now on the left side. Again, going to work on Gobert. Oh, beautiful spin move baseline. Set him up perfectly. No stopping that. Jokic, 14 points, 10 dimes, 7 boards. Dante DiVincenzo, baseline left, lobs it inside. That was short, knocked away by Jokic. Here's MPJ dribbling into a straightaway 3. He'll just launch and hit. 18 for Porter. MPJ, the last 4 games of that 7-game series with the Wolves, he shot just 4 for 21 from deep, 19%. Gobert, hand off to Ant, takes one dribble, lines up the 3, comes up short. Aaron Gordon with a rebound. Wolves still up by 2, 79-77. Gordon on the dribble handoff. MPJ again lines it up and fires away. No, Jokic offensive rebound, and he gets fouled in the putback attempt. Jaden McDaniels just picked up his 4th. 4 fouls in 22 minutes. He'll come to the bench, and Nikola Jokic will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Just past the 10 o'clock hour here in the Central Time Zone. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification all across the Minnesota Timberwolves radio network. Here we go. First free throw no good for Jokic. He comes up short. Studio host, the executive producer, that would be Cal Soderquist. My name is Alan Horton. Target set of the venue here in downtown Minneapolis. Our engineer is Mike Weber. Our statistician, Super Dave Hanlon. Our studio coordinators, Alex Leibolt, Ben Haney. Glad you're along with us on the iHeartRadio app, Timberwolves mobile app, NBA app. Timberwolves Radio Network and SiriusXM satellite radio. Jokic 1 out of 2. He's missed a couple tonight at the stripe. He's 2 of 4. 1-point game. Wolves have it. Dante run off the 3-point line. Feeds Nikhil up top. Right side in. Now Nas baseline. His drive and finish off the glass is good. Nas Reed off the bench has 7. How about bench scoring tonight? Wolves 13-2 advantage. Last time the Nuggets went to their bench, that's an offensive foul against Strawther. He picked off Jokic's man. Never came set. 81-78. 5.5 to go in the third. So this is when the Wolves made their run. It was late in the first quarter as Michael Malone went to his bench. Here is Nikhil, spins in the lane out to Ant. He'll rise up for the contested three by Brown and sinks it right in his face. 84-78, 24 for Ant. He averages 30 a night. Jokic with it up top, left alone, thought about the three. Instead feeds Straw to the right side. His three ball short. You'd rather have Jokic shooting that. 84-78, up by 6 with possession. Dante off the Rudy, right back to DiVincenzo. Right-handed dribble runner down the lane. It's a lob to Rudy. He throws it down. Another alley-oop. They've hooked up twice tonight. 86-78. Rudy up to 15 points. 7-0 Timberwolves run. Under 5 left to go in the third. Wolves starting to get separation again. Can they extend it and can they hold on? We'll find out on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
At Mayo Clinic, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
At Target, we're home court advantage for the hometown sports fans. And with the Timberwolves season in full gear, we're here to help you gear up and make your game day prep a slam dunk. Hear that? That's what you call a buzzer-beating three-pointer for the win. Time to dish up your famous nachos or put a full-court press on some jalapeno poppers. Then serve up some sweet desserts to celebrate the W. However you do game day, we're here for it at Target and Target.com.
Your local Toyota dealers brings us this scoreboard update. Visit Toyota.com today. Let's go places. We go to Brooklyn where the Nets and Bulls went down to the wire. This game was all knotted up at 106 with about 5 minutes left. That is until the two Cams, Cam Thomas and Cam Johnson, took over, combining to score the final 14 points and help the Nets pull away for a win.
Thomas, 3 to shoot, a logo 3, and he buries it! From the edge of the Brooklyn B logo at midcourt, Cam Thomas with 32. And the Nets with a 118-109 lead. A minute 45 to go in the game. Now White, left of the lane. Tough fadeaway. It won't go. Back tap by Vucevic. Stolen by Cam Johnson. Avoids Williams. Driving to the rim. Two-hand slam. Cam Johnson finishing. And the Nets with a 120-109 lead.
Capped off a 14-6 run, Cam Thomas led the way with 32 points. He is, as the kids say, a bucket. Nets get a 120-112 win. Lakers get a 131-125 victory thanks to a 38-point, 12-rebound double-double from Anthony Davis. The Cavs start their season 6-0 with a 14-point result at home against the Magic, and we are at the half in Portland. Thunder all knotted up with the Blazers at 68. Back to Alan Horton.
What a game we've had here tonight, Cal. We still have 4:54 left to go in the third quarter of play. 86-78. How about Dante DiVincenzo off the bench? He hasn't lit it up on his shooting. Has just 6 points, but he's got 5 rebounds. He's got 6 assists, doing a little bit of everything. And on the tip-off show tonight, I asked him about the fact that he still hasn't gotten on track, just 31% shooting, 27% from deep.
Mindset for me is just get them up. I think, the percentages, weigh each other out at the end of the day. You get up your attempts, you get up good looks, and, you trust in your work, and you trust in what I've done in years past, and you go out there and you do what you do. Like I said, it's game 4. I'm not worried about it. The coaches aren't worried about it. And more importantly, my teammates aren't worried about it. They have the utmost confidence in me, and we're just going to keep going.
Dante 2 for 4 shooting tonight. Jamal Murray out for the rest of the game. Concussion protocol. Gordon misses inside. Here come the Wolves on the move. Nikhil weaving from left to the right side. Now to Ant down the lane. Finger roll at the rim. He missed it. My goodness. He thought he got fouled. He slaps his hand off the floor. Westbrook is back the other way. Drives. Drops it for Gordon. He's bottled up against Rudy, who blocks the shot, but there was contact. And Aaron Gordon's going to end up at the free throw line for 2 shots here. Russell Westbrook, a minus 18 in just 8 minutes and 30 seconds on the floor. All came in the first half of play. So Aaron Gordon hits the first free throw. Second free throw off the back iron. Rudy collects the rebound. Rudy only has one block. I swear he got a piece of another Jokic shot. Go back and look at the film. Turn that one in. The offensive end, the Wolves have it here. And to the baseline, cut off by Brown and Jokic. Pass up top, deflected, but Nikhil's got it. 4 on the shot clock. Zips it off to Dante. Catch and shoot. Deep 3 on the way. It's online, but short. Rebound tapped around. Nas with it. Put back there with a left-handed jump hook. Naz Reid now with 9 points. Timberwolves with a 15-2 edge in bench scoring, and that Denver bench 1 for 15 shooting. Jokic pounds away with Rudy inside, sets up the jump hook with the right hand. Just a little feint to his left. That was enough to get separation from Rudy, and the jump hook drops. 88-81. 3:41 left to go. That's the end of the third quarter. Sorry, 88-81. Timberwolves by 7. We go to the fourth. Oh. Something went haywire there. Didn't it? Yeah, there's 3:43 left. That wasn't crazy. It all of a sudden went to 0. We're at the end of the third. I was like, wait, what happened? We have a timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
This is your shot, Minnesota.
Kick out Conley. Right side 3. Bingo! Bingo!
Get your Timberwolves tickets right now to make sure you don't miss any of the exciting action at Target Center.
And takes a run by Brooks in the paint. Oh! Rises and hammers! A two-handed flush for Anthony Edwards!
Grab the best seats today to become a part of the pack.
What a highlight reel dunk by Ant in traffic with the game on the line!
Secure your tickets at timberwolves.com/tickets.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Confusion reigns here at Target Center. We just almost skipped the last 3:42 of the third quarter. We just said, you know what? Forget it. We're going right to the fourth. No one really did anything. All the clocks kind of went to 0, but now they're back. Jamal Murray is not back. He is out in concussion-like symptoms and concussion protocol. So Denver having to go to their bench even more. Hunter Tyson is out there with Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, Nikola Jokic, and Russell Westbrook. Jokic is a +3 when he's on the floor. Off the floor, a -10 in just over 4 minutes. When and will Michael Malone take Jokic off the floor? He might not. Timberwolves have the ball. They'll bring it up from left to right here. 7-point advantage. Nas with it up top. They'll take Hunter Tyson inside. Runs it up off glass. Difficult shot. It wouldn't drop. Jokic clears the rebound. That's his 9th. Going to pick up a triple-double with his next rebound. Westbrook turns it over. His wild pass deflected. Dante has it. He nearly threw it away in the offensive end, but the Nuggets were the last to touch. Westbrook with his 3rd turnover. Wolves going with Dante DiVincenzo and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid, Julius Randle. Here's Ant with it, left-handed dribble to the left side. Now back up top, Randle's open. Passed on the 3, crosses over, and Jokic gets by the 3-time MVP, but then crashes into a help defender. It's Westbrook. The pass and crash. You hate to see it. Randle doing his thing, and Westbrook just steps in there. I mean, it's such minimal contact, too. I mean, let them play. You can't reward that. Westbrook is just standing there. Drives you insane. Westbrook has it for the Nuggets to the right side, and Christian Brown. They'll feed Jokic. right in the lane against Randall. Here comes a double. Dumping it inside. Brown shot rejected by Naz Reid. He swats it right over to Julius Randall, and here come the Wolves. Up by 7 with possession, and poked away from behind by Westbrook. Hunter Tyson has got it. Tyson will bring it up into the front court. Jokic now with it against Randall. Feeding Christian Brown. Naz went under the screen. Brown open, missed the 3-ball straight away, and a clean look. DiVincenzo into the front court to Naz. Quickly turns face up. Still holds, has his dribble. Starts to back down Christian Brown. Bangs away in the mid-post. Is he setting up baseline? No. He fakes that way, comes to the middle. Jump hook left hand, rattles in. Naz up to 11 points off the bench. Wolves lead by 9. Their largest lead in this game has been 16. That was back in the first half. But the Nuggets came all the way back to tie it up. Off the back iron on a left wing 3 for Westbrook. He's 0 for 6 shooting. He's 0 for 3 from deep. And with it right side, matched up against Westbrook. He'll line up the 3 and lets it fly. It's off to the right. Christian Brown now with it, speeding up in the front court. Top of the key, left side, Westbrook. In the paint, runs up the shot. He thought he got fouled. The shot wasn't close. Randall with a rebound. 0 for 7 shooting for Russ. Nikhil, pump fakes, moves to his left. He's got an open right angle 3, and it was halfway down and popped out. Dante DiVincenzo with the offensive rebound. Off to Ant, right back to Dante. 3-ball off the heel, no. Hunter Tyson the rebound. Here come the Nuggets up in the front court. Denver bench just 1 of 17 shooting. They have just 2 points. Jokic double, splits that, bounce pass Westbrook underneath Watson up strong and banks it in for 2. Peyton Watson at 6'8", 203rd year out of UCLA. 1:20 left to go in the third quarter. It's 90-83. Nikhil sets up the offense. He'll use a Randall screen to his right. Back to Julius up top. They feed him on the left wing. Still beyond the arc. Back to Nikhil on the right side. He puts it on the deck, spins on Hunter Tyson, backs him down. Kick out to Dante. He'll take a run, steps through, up in the shot, off front rim, no. A whistle and a blocking foul on Hunter Tyson. He's in his second year out of Clemson, playing in just his second game of the year. And Michael Malone's going to call a timeout. He's going to challenge that play. He thinks Hunter Tyson was in position. He thinks Hunter Tyson didn't get the call because he's only in his second year. And he's playing in just his second game, and nobody knows who that dude is. Challenge coming. 1:01 left to go in the third. We're back in 60 on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Denver's called a timeout.
Hey, Timberwolves fans, ready to score big with Wolves gear without breaking the bank? Let me introduce you to Sezzle and the Pay in 4 program. With Sezzle, you can split your payments into 4 easy, interest-free installments on all your Wolves purchases. From jerseys and hoodies to courtside seats, Sezzle has got you covered. Wherever you shop, however you rep the Wolves. Download the Sezzle app and get started today. Sezzle, the official jersey patch sponsor of the Timberwolves. Subject to approval, see terms and conditions at Sezzle.com.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Our first challenge of the night. The Nuggets are challenging the blocking foul on Hunter Tyson. Mark Davis and Nick Booker had the headsets on. That means Brett Nansel's got nothing to do. So he's hanging out with DeAndre Jordan. It is 90-83 with 61 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So, the Denver bench has 4 points now, and they're now 2 of 16 shooting. 2 of 18 shooting. I gave him too much credit. Jokic has remained on the floor for the entire second half so far, and without Jamal Murray, you wonder if he might not even come out the entire game. He's had to carry a huge load for the Nuggets, who have struggled offensively, 16th in the league. Their defense just inside the top 10. Their defense was downright ugly in the preseason, for whatever that's worth. And it's not their entire team that's full of veterans that can just flip the switch in the regular season. Julius Randle and DeAndre Jordan with a big hug at midcourt. DeAndre now in his 17th season. He came at an 08 draft in the second round and has kind of taken on an elder statesman role with the Nuggets. Been with them now 3 years. Well, they're taking a long time on this review. has to be a little sense of urgency here. If you can't make a decision, then just leave the call the way it is.
Replay has determined that Tyson does not establish a legal guarding position in the path of the offensive player, DiVincenzo. Therefore, this challenge is unsuccessful. Denver loses their ability to challenge and the timeout. 2 free throws will be awarded.
All right. Just 2 timeouts remaining for the Nuggets, and one of those will be a mandatory in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves will still have 4 timeouts remaining. So they'll have their full complement going to the fourth, where you have the 1 mandatory, the 1 user to lose it, and then the 2 into the final 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. Donte DiVincenzo ends up at the free throw line. First one is good. They determined that Hunter Tyson was not in legal guarding position, as you heard Mark Davis explain. 27th year as an NBA referee. Well, Donte misses a free throw, just the second miss of the night for the Wolves at the stripe. They've only taken 11 free throw attempts. Wolves on the season. Middle of the pack in free throw rate. Jokic with it. As the Denver offense moves toward the end of the floor where the Wolves bench is located, Jokic just threw it into the backcourt. He was trying to hook up with Westbrook. It went past him. Brown finally got to it, but it had crossed midcourt. Turnover number 10 on Denver. The Wolves have 11 miscues. Wolves have a 15-10 edge in points off of turnovers. Aaron Gordon's back in. Here is Jokic coming to the bench with 42.4 seconds left to go in the third. Wolves, in 4 minutes and 43 seconds without Jokic on the floor, outscored Denver 15-4 in the first half. High post, it's Randall. Face up against Gordon. Now Ant with it. Edwards sitting on 24. Up top, spins on Gordon. Feigns at the top of the key. Jumpers offline. It's an air ball. It's out of bounds. Ant is 9 of 20 shooting tonight. 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. 13 of his 20 shots have come from beyond the arc. So heading into tonight, he was leading the NBA in three-point attempts at 13 per. He's reached that through 3 quarters. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Wolves should get some time on the back end here. Jokic spins to the baseline. He's doubled. Cross-court pass. Ant went for the steal. Didn't get it. Hunter Tyson leans in on the 10-footer. Hits the front rim, and it rolls in. 91-85. It's a 6-point game. Nas will roll it up. McNeil will scoop it up. Out by midcourt, 10 seconds left. Denver does have a foul to give. Ant with it, doubled, now to Randall up top. Randall puts it on the deck with 3, now with 2, and the paint rises up, 10-footer long, off the heel. Nuggets have the rebound, the horn sounds, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. 91-85, it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead going to the fourth quarter on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
Why do we say I'm into basketball? Because basketball's exciting. Like catching a t-shirt from a cannon or feeling the pulse of a packed arena. There's the in-your-face slam dunks, the highlight reel alley-oops, and the three-point buzzer beaters. It all gets your heart pounding. Just like playing the lottery. Minnesota Lottery. I'm in. Must be 18 or older to play.
Ready to win big, Wolves fans?
Wide open on the 3. Yeah!
Sign up for Driven to Win, presented by Toyota, where the Wolves' success could put you in the driver's seat of a brand new Toyota. Enter for your shot at a new ride at Timberwolves.com/Toyota.
Dear Truckin' Awesome. Want more horsepower in the stable? The Tundra iForce Max is all the truck you need with its electrifying twin-turbo V6. Saddle up the Tacoma TRD Pro. Its segment-first performance seats smooth the shocks when things get bumpy. And the Toyota 4Runner tames the trails when nature plays tough. And that signature power rear window? Oh, yes, sir. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there. The fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it. Because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Get ready to wolf down pizza perfection, Wolves fans. From now until November 14th, if you buy 3 Red Baron pizzas, you can score 2 tickets to a Wolves game.
Big Dog's gotta eat!
For more info, visit Timberwolves.com/Red Baron.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
12 minutes up on the scoreboard. 4th and final quarter about to get underway. A wild one tonight. We finally saw things tighten up in the third quarter, whether it was good defense, whether it was the offenses tightening up a little bit as this one comes down to the wire. Both teams under 30 points in the third quarter. Wolves got the frame 27-24. They lead by 6 going to the fourth. Anthony Edwards has 24 points before the game. Michael Malone on slowing down the Timberwolves' 30-point-a-game scorer.
And I don't think anybody, to be honest, can guard Anthony Edwards by themselves. I think it's all 5 guys in the court have to be locked into him, and it starts in transition. Obviously, 9 pull-up threes a game is a lot, and so he's getting those in transition, he's getting those in pick and rolls, he's getting those in the 10 ISOs per game that they use him in. So obviously, earlier pickup points, our bigs have to be at the level, and obviously we'll have to throw some different looks at him, because you give him one look, he gets into a rhythm, and we saw what he did in quarter 1 against Dallas a few nights ago. He can take over the game in a hurry.
Michael Malone before the game. Ant has settled mostly for outside shots. 13 of his 20 have come from beyond the arc. We'll start the fourth quarter with Mike Conley, Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, plus Gobert and Reed. Meanwhile, Michael Malone starts with Jokic on the bench. He's got Westbrook, Gordon, MPJ, Strawther, and Watson on the floor. Nas with it, lobs it inside for Rudy, makes the catch. He got stripped by Westbrook, a turnover. Strawther with it, straightaway 3, in and out, no, and Nickeil has the rebound. Nas Reed able to drive and finish, and he drew a foul, left of the lane. Bulls trying to take advantage with Jokic off the floor. They outscored him 15-6 entering the fourth quarter. Now it's 17-6. One free throw coming for Nas Reed. Just the 12th free throw attempt of the game for the Timberwolves. Free throw is good for Nas, giving 14 off the bench. Rebounding has been even, 32 apiece. Wolves almost tied things up in the paint, only a -2 now. Here's Denver up into the front court. Strawther off a couple of screens. Wow, Mike fights over the top of both of them. Now Strawther gets it back off the Gordon screen. Finally, they throw a whistle in there. Boy, Mike just battling. I think he gets called for the foul. It's going to be the third. First team foul against the Wolves here in the fourth quarter. The Wolves have the 10th best fourth quarter offense. And an offensive foul right off the inbound. Gordon is going to be called for it. Dante DiVincenzo took some contact right up in the face. He's licking his lip right now. Wolves have the 10th best fourth quarter offense. Their defense is 18th in fourth quarter so far. Overall net rating is 14th. 94-85, up by 9 with possession. Nas with it, right side, guarded by Strawther off the Rudy screen. Look for Rudy, the lob is offline, it's out of bounds. Oh, it's deflected. And it will be Timberwolves basketball. I didn't see it, but nobody from Denver is protesting. I don't know how that gets deflected. It ends up still going out of bounds. Unless that pass was really headed out of bounds. Off the inbound, Nas with a quick floater with the right hand. 2 more for Nas Reed, give him 16 off the bench. He's outscored Denver's bench in a big way. Drive by Westbrook, and he draws a foul. Some of the crowd trying to yell at Westbrook. That's the last thing you want to do. Just let Westbrook be Westbrook. And it's going just fine just right now. He has yet to score, but he's at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Bricking for Chicken. He misses 2. And the crowd won't get Chicken on this trip down the floor. One more coming for Westbrook in his 17th year out of UCLA. Conley strokes a pair. 96-87. Jokic still off the floor with a minute gone here in the fourth. Played 31 minutes already. Here's Conley, catch and shoot, right wing three. It's online and nothing but net. 15-3 of the game for the Wolves, the second for Mike Conley. Timberwolves, a plus 21 at the three-point line. Westbrook over his shoulder. Here's Aaron Gordon at the free throw line. He'll back it out and hand it to MPJ. Got blown up, but MPJ gets it back. Now he pulls up a difficult, right angle three, and he hit it. That play was blown up, something out of nothing for MPJ. He's got 21. Conley with it right side. Gobert looking to post up. Estrawther on him. Fakes the pass, feeds it out to Mike Conley in the right corner. Down the baseline, the lob it to Nikhil. Guarded by MPJ, 6 to shoot. Nikhil baseline, spins on MPJ, tough fall away. It's an air ball, and Aaron Gordon's got it. Terrific defense by Denver. Here's Gordon speeding up in the front court. He's got 26 points. He muscles his way inside, up on Rudy, and blocked the shot. Gordon pulls down the rebound. The possession continues. Gordon with it, right wing now beyond the arc. Nas is forced to backwards, almost stepping on the sideline. Gordon fires on a three and hits it. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Aaron Gordon having himself a night. He's got 29. Gordon's career high is 41. He's only hit 30 15 times in his career. And a whistle and a foul against Julian Strawther at the defensive end. 99-93. Yeah, you'd be clapping your hands too if you were Michael Malone. He just needs to keep this game close and then get the three-time MVP back on the floor. It's 2-0 so far in this three-game road trip. Play at home tomorrow night against Utah. Wolves on the road in San Antonio. Dante DiVincenzo out to Nikhil. Left angle three, missed it long, and Westbrook is up high for the rebound. Westbrook speeds up into the front court, burst of speed in the paint to the right side. Here's Watson with it. He'll float it up. That's short, but Westbrook shoved off on Conley. And it's going to be a loose ball foul against Russ. And it'll be Timberwolves basketball. Here comes Jaden McDaniels. Jaden had 8 points in the first 2 minutes and 9 seconds of this game and hasn't scored since. He's played the last 20 minutes without scoring. Has 4 fouls. He's back in. So it's Conley, DiVincenzo, McDaniels, Naz Reid, and Rudy Gobert. Mike with it, takes the pass, drives in, floats it up off glass. Oh, it wouldn't drop, but Mike got fouled. He's at the strike. Strawther picks up his 5th personal foul. Strawther is 6'7", 205, second year out of Gonzaga. He was the 29th overall pick by the Nuggets in the 23 draft. So not this past summer, but the summer before. Mike Conley now at the free throw line. Wolves fans, customize your Timberwolves basketball experience with the all-new Flex plan. You pick the games and the seats you want, get exclusive savings, plus pay no fees. Don't miss out. Customize your Flex plan right now at Timberwolves.com/flex. First free throw of the year missed by Mike Conley. 12 of 13, now 13 of 14. Wolves are up by 7 with 9 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Westbrook off the staggered screen to the left side of the floor. Wants to take a run at Rudy. Now dishes across the lane. Gordon up high, missed the layup. Westbrook offensive rebound. His putback swatted away by Rudy, but a whistle and a foul. Nas appears to... I don't think Rudy's going to pick up the foul. I think it was either... It's Nas Reid who picks it up. Nas looked to be a little shaken up after that contact. Yeah, he got hit right in the bridge of the nose. .8:57 left to go fourth quarter. It's 193. Timberwolves lead by 7. These two teams have split their last 8 regular season meetings. Russ comes up short on the first. And now the crowd will really get into it. The second free throw means chicken for everyone. No. Russ is anti-chicken. 194. Westbrook with 3 points on 0 of 7 shooting. Wolves with it at the offensive end. DiVincenzo drives on Gordon, stops in the lane. Boy, he got stripped, lost the ball. Strawther with it. Now Gordon, left side quarter. Michael Porter Jr. back out to Gordon. Cross-court, Strother with it. Quick catch and shoot three on the way. Missed it. And Naz Reid closed out and smothered Strother and fouled him. It's not a great decision by Naz Reid. Last year's 6th man of the year. Now the most tenured Timberwolf. Naz did run out, and it was a late contest on that. Chris Finch is looking back at Jeff Newton, the replay official for the Timberwolves, assistant coach for the Timberwolves, who's in charge of their replay. Strother hits one. He's got 2 more coming. I don't think Naz, he didn't really try to even block the shot. He was just trying to put up a hand on a contest. And I don't think he anticipated Strother kind of falling the way he did, almost to his left. And that put him in line where Naz was running and jumping out. Timberwolves basketball tonight brought to you in part by U.S. Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Timberwolves. And by Eclipse. Want to arrive at a Timberwolves game in your very own limo? Just contact Eclipse Transportation. You can make reservations by going to eclipsecars.com. Jokic back on the floor. 2 out of 3 for Strother at the free throw line. It's a 4-point game. Jayden, it was right. Conley catch and shoot three is going to be way offline. Rudy taps the rebound out. Well done. Mike Conley's got it in midcourt. Timberwolves shooting 53%, 43% from deep. Conley, left wing, pass jump by Westbrook, out of bounds. Christian Brown back in. Strother will sit with the 5 persons. So the Wolves didn't make up as much ground with Jokic out in the second half as they did in the first half. First half, 15-4. Second half, 11-9. Rudy pivots and gets called for an offensive foul. He got her elbow up. They smacked Jokic right in the face. Denver's calling for a review to see if it might be a flagrant, and they will look at this. It could be an offensive flagrant foul if they determine there's anything more than... Now, Jokic is right back up.
Replay will be utilized to determine a potential flagrant foul on Gobert.
Or a hostile act. This will be immediate timeout, so we'll step aside. 8:08 left to go in the 4th quarter. Timberwolves lead the Nuggets 100-96 on the Wolves Radio Network.
He's sold more comedy albums than anyone in history. Weird Al Yankovic. Special guest Puddle's Pity Party.
Get ready to howl, Wolves fans.
Jokic surveys the scene, now goes to work. Spins away from Anderson, runs into Rudy, who rejects the shot.
Be in the building on Monday, November 4th, as Rudy and the Wolves look to swat away the Charlotte Hornets.
Across the lane, sweeping hook, rejected by Rudy. What an emphatic swat that was.
Get your tickets at timberwolves.com/tickets, and let's show them why Target Center is the home of the howl.
Target Center is hopping tonight.
Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. When your windshield's full of grime, bugs, dirt, and snow, just use a little splash and be safe on the road. Splash, 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 apply a little splash. When your windshield's getting dirty, just apply a little splash. See safely on the road when you apply a little splash.
Hey Timberwolves fans, ready to score big with Wolves gear without breaking the bank? Let me introduce you to Sezzle and the Pay in 4 program. With Sezzle, you can split your payments into 4 easy, interest-free installments on all your Wolves purchases. From jerseys and hoodies to courtside seats, Sezzle has got you covered. Wherever you shop, however you rep the Wolves. Download the Sezzle app and get started today. Sezzle, the official jersey patch sponsor of the Timberwolves. Subject to approval, see terms and conditions at Sezzle.com.
left arm coming through, the impact to the chin, and the follow-through as he completed the movement before he began his upper shooting motion. Therefore, this has been determined to be a flagrant foul, penalty 1. Jokic will shoot 2 free throws. Let's reset the shot clock. Okay? Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Mark Davis explains the call. It's an offensive flagrant foul. The Wolves haven't had an offensive flagrant foul in a couple of years. Boy, I don't know that there's a wind up there. That's what Gobert does. So Jokic will get 2 free throws and possession of the basketball. Free throw's good. 197. That's a big call. Wolves haven't had an flagrant offensive foul. I have to dig this up. Cat had 4 of them. Not last year. It was either the year before that or 2 years prior to last year. He had a rash of them, all in a 2-month span, too. 4 flagrant offensive fouls. West Bulls with their coming into tonight 9 offensive fouls. The ball was knocked away off the inbound. Dante thought he had a steal. Instead it will stay Denver basketball. And Rudy had 4 of those offensive fouls. All 4 of them illegal screens. This one, an offensive flagrant. So it's a 2-point game after the Jokic free throws. 8 minutes to go in the game. Gordon with it, top of the key. Randall guards him. Off to MPJ. Now a foul on the floor. Boy, they're going to get Jaden again. That's his 5th. Second time in 5 games, Jaden's had 5 or more fouls. Over the prior 3 seasons, he's had 51 games where he's had 5 or more fouls. That's second most amongst all NBA players. And Jaden's kind of shrugging right now, and he's got his hands up. Free throw is good by Michael Porter Jr. It's a 1-point game, and he's got another free throw coming. Let me clean something up, too, about the Jokic minutes that he was off the floor. In the first half, the Timberwolves outscored Denver 15-4. Second half, it was Denver outscoring Minnesota 11-9. It wasn't Minnesota up 11-9 with Jokic out. It was Denver outscoring Minnesota. So a -9 for Denver when Jokic has been off the floor. 1 out of 2, baseline drive. It's Jaden McDaniels. He dunks it. That ball came right back and hit him right in the kisser, but Jaden will take that, his first 2 points since the opening quarter. 102-99 up by 3. Here comes Russell Westbrook from right to left. Up the center of the floor, guarded by Dante DiVincenzo. High post, Aaron Gordon. Right back out, Jokic straight away on the 3. That's going to be short. Off the front rim and in. Did Westbrook tip it? I think that is going to be a... They've given Westbrook the bucket, so it's a 2. 102-101, Dante across the lane. Out to Anthony Edwards, good pump fake, a flyby. Now Dante wide open up top. 3 ball off the heel, no. DiVincenzo 2 of 7 from long range. MPJ right side, stripped from behind. Jaden McDaniels the steal, and then threw it away. MPJ gets it right back, fires the 3, no. Christian Brown offensive rebound, back to MPJ, layup good, and Denver leads by 1. 103-102 with 6:45 left to go in the 4th quarter. Ant's been quiet, up the center of the floor. Rudy's going to set the high screen, but now Ant passes off to the right side. DiVincenzo and Randall a 2-man game. Randall backing down Westbrook, bangs away in the mid-post. Splitting 2 defenders, Randall kicks out to Dante, 3 to shoot to the free throw line. Now to the corner, McDaniels rushes the 3, it's long. Westbrook the rebound. Westbrook speeds up the center of the floor, lobs it up ahead, looking for Jokic, leads him right to the rim, layup with the left hand, no, tip follows up and in for MPJ, timeout Chris Finch. Wolves need to regroup in a big way. Denver's playing with a ton of momentum right now. They're on a 13-2 run, they lead by 4, 6:14 left to play in the game. You're listening to Minnesota Timberwolves basketball.
There's some big loot up for grabs right now. The Emirates NBA Cup. Every team in the league has got their eyes on this prize.
The action heating up here in Vegas.
But only one will get their hands on it. All 30 teams, 6 groups, every Tuesday and Friday night. All leading up to the knockout rounds. And a grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. The Emirates NBA Cup begins November 12th on ESPN and TNT.
At Mayo Clinic, we're detecting the undetectable. Using advanced AI technology, our experts can accurately detect signals in the human voice that are indicators of coronary artery disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Cal Soderquist with another scoreboard update. Several finals from earlier this evening, including the Brooklyn Nets, an 8-point win at home over the Bulls. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 6-0 to start their season, a 14-point result against the Orlando Magic. What about a game in progress? Late in the third quarter in Portland, Oklahoma City Thunder looking to stay perfect as they visit the Blazers. Well, this one was back and forth. It was actually a tie ball game at the half. The Thunder have finally surged in front late in this third frame.
Wiggins, a good job securing the miss. On the glass, Thunder now even at 27. Great job battling without Holmgren. Exited early in the quarter with 4 fouls. Shea trying to surge by Kamara, who got away with a block. Driving left, Gildas Alexander sidesteps his man, goes glass and bangs home a nifty 12-footer. My goodness. He is a craftsman. He's got 24 tonight. 91-79 Thunder, beginning to pull away with 3:20 to play in the quarter.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has 26 now, again, late in the third frame. Thunder enjoying a 101-83 advantage, looking likely to start their season with 5 straight victories, for second 5-0 start in franchise history since moving from Seattle. Still a lot of time left in that one. This update brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Let's get back to Alan.
All right, Cal, we're heading towards clutch time. There's 6:14 left to play in the game. Denver leads by 4, 106-102. One of the talking points from Chris Finch all season heading into this year was clutch time offense. Chris talked about that after practice yesterday about what he's seen so far.
Too many turnovers. You know, I think like when we have been able to generate shots in clutch time, I think we've gotten good ones, you know. It's just the silly turnovers that have kind of hurt us.
Now, Timberwolves do have 3 turnovers in 2 clutch time games. That's in the final 5 minutes and the score within 5 points. But here in the fourth quarter, Wolves with 4 turnovers overall. And I think you can factor this whole fourth quarter as feeling like clutch time. And the Wolves need to regroup because the Wolves had themselves a 7-point lead with 9 minutes left to play. Denver's gone 13-2 over the last 2:45. 13-2 Denver run. The Wolves need an answer. Ant has not scored here in the fourth quarter. He works off a Gobert screen. Feeds McDaniels. They dump it inside. There's turnover number 5. That pass just wasn't there. Westbrook leaks out back the other way. Driving layup is good. 15-2 over the last 3 minutes. Down by 6 now. 23-11 here in the quarter. Conley feeds Ant up top. Back to Mike on the run. With the left-handed dribble in the lane. Shot swatted out of bounds by Russell Westbrook. So a block for Westbrook. It's only the second block for the Nuggets tonight. The Wolves have 9, 3 of them from Naz Reid, 2 by Rudy, 2 by Jaden. Inbound comes to Rudy. Now Randall with it, left to the top of the key with 7 to shoot. Reach in by Gordon, poked the ball free. Randall gets it back, 3 on the shot clock. McDaniels with it against Gordon. Pump fakes off the Rudy. He'll throw it up with a buzzer. It's an air ball. That'll go down as another turnover. That's the 6th here in the fourth quarter. Prior 5 have led to 7 Denver points. Again, it's the little things. You're not beating Dallas or you're not beating Denver when you can't do the little things. For the game, the Wolves now have 17 turnovers. 15-2, Denver run. Jokic down the lane, out to the right side. Christian Brown, he'll take a run to the rim. He'll rise up and dunk it. And Christian Brown goes right at Rudy Gobert, who takes exception to that and wraps his arms around Brown. Now the 2 teams have to be separated. Gordon is pointing at Rudy Gobert. And Westbrook coming in. 2 teams now separated. Christian Brown dunked it and went right at Rudy Gobert. Westbrook is fired up, supporting his teammate Christian Brown, who he just went out to midcourt, just chest bumped 3 times in a row. So the officials will take a look at this.
We will review this play for potential hostile.
So they'll take a look at this. Christian Braun went right at Rudy Gobert. Got the dunk. Great play. He goes right at Gobert. You have to give him something. But then Rudy kind of got his arms up around Brown, around the neck, around the arms. And they're going to give Rudy something too. So be prepared to be here for a little bit as they sort all this out. Denver's 17-2 run. It's funny that Gordon is like pointing at Rudy, but he's backing away. Just kept pointing and pointing, like vehemently pointing, but kind of going the wrong direction. Wolves fans, Hornets are coming to town on Monday. But your Wolves are ready to swat them away. Get it, Hornets? We're going to swat them away. Be in the building and help bring the noise. Get your tickets right now at Timberwolves.com/tickets. Timberwolves.com/tickets. Hornets have beaten the Wolves 7 of the last 9 meetings.
Replay has determined that Braun committed an unsportsmanlike act by taunting Gobert. Subsequently followed up by Gobert illegally contacting him during a dead ball. We have double technical fouls. There'll be no free throw shot. 5-13 and 24. Let's continue on.
I like the last little message that Mark Davis always has. All right, let's go. Let's move on. Let's play. Those kind of things. It's good inspiration for the kids out there. For all of us. 3 games in 4 nights. Nuggets, Spurs, then Hornets. Matching technicals. First technicals. Or first technical foul of the season against the Timberwolves. And had one of the preseason. 17-2 run. This has got to be Anthony Edwards coming up here. Not scored in the 4th quarter. Randall with it. He'll toe the 3-point line. Let fly. It's offline, and Gordon has the rebound. 5 minutes to play in this game. 17-2 over almost a 4-minute span here. Christian Braun with it. Off to Jokic, left wing beyond the arc. Jokic starts to back down Rudy. Gets him in the paint, comes to the baseline, hesitates. Now the fall away, no good. Westbrook up high for the rebound, but could only get a hand to it. Rudy's got it. 13 rebounds, 15 points, 2 blocks. Gobert back to Conley. He'll pop a right side 3. That's going to be long. Rebound tapped out. Gordon's got it. Wow. Timberwolves going ice cold from the field here as Jokic throws it out to Gordon. Wolves have missed 6 straight shots. Down by 8 here. Here's Jokic on the move in the lane. He throws it up and throws it in. But the foul occurred before the shot attempt. Rudy picks up his 3rd. Jokic will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Fans, your voice matters. Vote on Election Day, Tuesday, November 5th. It's time to get in the game. To learn more, go to NBA.com/elections. NBA.com/elections. Get out and vote on Tuesday. Every team in the NBA plays on Monday night. The Wolves' home game against Charlotte is an 8 p.m. start time, local time. Every game starts 15 minutes in intervals of 15 minutes. 19-2 Denver run. 4:15 left to play. 48-minute game is a long time. The Wolves have done some good things this season, but not a full 48. Conley run off the 3-point line. In the paint off to Randall. Nearly collided though. Randall a little up and under. He'll put up the shot with the left hand and hit. 112-104. Drama has kind of come out of this game here. Jokic just walks it up. Wolves need stops in a big way. Westbrook up in the front court, guarded by Alexander Walker. They feed Jokic on the move down the right side of the lane. He lost it, got it back, around his back to Gordon. Fades on the 15-footer and hits it. 31 points for Aaron Gordon. The 16th time in his career he's gone for 30 or more. He's hit 11 of 16 shots tonight, 5 of 6 from deep. Here's Ant dancing inside the arc, now back beyond the arc. All one-on-one here. Now he sets up Nikhil, a pump fakes, moves to his left. Now open look at a three and got it. 114-107, still 3:10 left to play. Here comes Nikhil, so the Nuggets can't walk the dog. Westbrook picks it up. They were only able to burn about 4 seconds. You have to be aware of what Jokic does. Jokic put it on the floor, and then he set a screen for Westbrook, just standing in front. Nikhil was able to quickly get around him. There's Westbrook back to Jokic. Passed on a three. Starts to back down. Rudy lost the ball. It's a turnover. Nikhil's got it. He's got one man to beat. He got pushed from behind by Michael Porter Jr. He missed the layup. But the foul was called, and Nikhil will be at the free throw line for 2 when we come back. The under 3-minute break comes with 2:40 left to play. It's Denver 114. It's Minnesota 107 on the Timberwolves Radio Network.
No matter who you are or what you do, there's a Ford vehicle that can help you own the day. Make life on the go a walk in the park with the new Ford Explorer. Become the MVP of the work site with the unrivaled performance of a new built Ford Tough F-Series truck, the best-selling trucks in America. Or discover what it really means to adventure in the great outdoors with the new Bronco Sport. Whether it's for work or play, there's a Ford with a great deal waiting at your local Northland Ford dealers. Don't wait. Get behind the wheel of a new Ford today. Based on calendar year total sales.
You're listening to the Timberwolves Radio Network.
$114 to 107. Denver leads Minnesota. Wolves have had multiple double-digit leads in this game. They had a 16-point lead in the first half. I should rephrase that. Their lead in the fourth quarter was only 7. And Denver has come back in a big way. Timberwolves basketball tonight, brought to you in part by Treasure Island Resort and Casino. Book your stay now, TICasino.com. And by Mayo Clinic, your source for medical answers. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go. Wolves led by 7 with 9 minutes left to play. Then Denver goes on a 19-2 run over roughly a 440 span. Down 7. And they go up by 10. And the Wolves have trimmed it to 7 here. And Nikhil's going to be at the free throw line for 2 shots to try to get this to a 5-point game. You know, on the tip-off show, I asked Chris Finch about some of the little things we saw in the loss to Dallas, the little things we saw in a loss earlier this year to LA. And those things starting to add up. Is the chemistry starting to grow is what I asked Chris Finch.
Yeah, it is. I think we probably took for granted how seamless it has been through the camp and early days here. And in many ways it has been. Like there's not like any seismic changes that we've noticed or had to make. But by the same token, you know, there's a lot. It's more about the nuance, the little things that, you know, are tripping us up right now. And that's to be expected.
So that chemistry is growing. The Wolves may take some lumps as, you know, they're shooting. This is another game where they're shooting 51%. They're shooting 40% from deep on heavy volume. But it's, again, another opponent that's taken more shots than the Wolves have. 7 more shots for the Nuggets tonight. Even the Wolves have healthy advantages in field goal percentage and made threes. They're minus 10 in free throws made tonight. Minus 6 in points in the paint. Minus 14 in fast break points. Minus 9 in second chance points. Those are problems. No points in the fourth quarter for Ant. Has not taken a shot. Free throw for Nickeil Alexander-Walker is good. He's got one more coming.
All right, one shot, man. Box.
5-point game. 2:40 left to play. Westbrook, Jokic, Gordon, MPJ, Christian Brown on the floor, Jamal Murray. Only 22 minutes tonight, left with concussion-like symptoms. Oh, and a foul away from the play, and the Wolves are in the penalty, and they're just going to give free throws to Nikola Jokic. I don't know if they got Mike on that one. It's fourth. And that's minimal contact, too. That's minimal contact. First one is up and in for Nikola Jokic, who's 7 of 9 at the free throw line. Second free throw is good. It's back to a 7-point deficit. The Wolves have put themselves in a position where they need stops. They can't afford to foul. They need to score at the other end, too. Edwards to the right side. Nikhil catch and shoot three on the way. That drops in. Couple of big threes by Nikhil, keeping the Wolves in the game right now. Down 4 with 2:15 left. Got to have a stop. Jokic will bring it up. He's calling for Christian Brown to come set a high screen on Gobert. Switched on to Jokic, but now Gobert comes back. Conley on the double, and he turns it over. Nikhil's got it. He weaves his way through traffic. Now Julius Randle in the front court. Anthony Edwards on the right side. Down by 4 with 1:55 left. He'll rise up, pulling up for the three, and sticks it. It's a 1-point game. The Jokic turnover brings the Wolves to within 1. 116-150. 3 turnovers on Jokic. The Wolves on an 11-2 run. Westbrook feeds Jokic left side of the floor against Rudy Gobert. Up top, MPJ. Pump fakes. Now moves it to Brown. Extra pass, Gordon in the corner. 3-ball, no. Rebound, gotta have it, but Westbrook comes away with it. Westbrook lost it baseline. Deflected out of bounds. Wolves basketball. Denver does not have a challenge. The Wolves will inbound with 1:29 left. They trail by 1. Ant with his 7th 3-ball tonight. He's got 27 points. Here we go. Into the front court, trailing by 1. Off a Conley screen. Ant with it against MPJ. Sidesteps to his left. Fires on the 3. Misses it long. Jokic had the rebound. Randle poked at 3. Gobert saves it, but it's deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Denver basketball. Wolves aren't going to have time to even challenge this because Denver inbounds the ball quickly with a 1:08 to play. 116-150. Ants 3 would have given the Wolves the lead. Jokic now with it. Terminates the dribble 35 feet out off to MPJ. Right back to Jokic. Calls for the Gordon screen. Uses that. Left-handed dribble down the left side of the lane. Little shoulder fake. Now baseline. Turn around. Missed the shot. Rebound. Gordon goes over the back to Gobert to pull down the rebound. MPJ now with it. Cross court, Christian Brown, baseline drive, steps through, off balance, shot, a wild one, no, rebound. Timberwolves have it, on the move, crosses midcourt, stops up top, between the leg dribble, almost lost it to Gordon, trailing from behind. Now Ant back with it out by midcourt. 30 seconds left to go in the game, trailing by 1. Ant isolated, MPJ down the lane, runs it up, right hit, he hit it! Timberwolves take the lead. It's a 13-2 run. Wolves 117, Nuggets 116. 25.7 seconds left. Anthony Edwards, quiet all quarter long, comes up with 2 clutch shots down the stretch, including the go-ahead shot with 25.7 seconds left. 29 for Edwards. Denver calls a timeout. Wow. What a swing here in the 4th quarter. The Wolves build a 7-point lead. Then Denver goes 19-2 to lead by 10. Back and forth for a couple of minutes, then a 13-2 run over the last 2:48. Denver had a 10-point lead with 3:14 left. Timberwolves now lead 117-116. Where will the Nuggets turn to? Nuggets have played 2 overtime games already this season. They're 2 for 3 in game-tying or go-ahead shots in the final 10 seconds of fourth quarter of regulation. Jokic is 1 for 2. Murray, who's unavailable tonight, 1 for 1. Timberwolves lead by 1. There's a 1.7-second differential game clock, shot clock. Porter Jr. will trigger in. Westbrook now has it. Nikhil Alexander-Walker guarding him. They get it to Jokic, right side of the floor, guarded by Gobert. Now up top to Westbrook. Back to Jokic on the move in the lane. Kick out Brown left side. He'll drive in. He runs it up in traffic. Shot no. Tip follow no. Gobert the rebound. Gobert's fouled with 10.1 seconds left. The Nuggets had 2 cracks at it inside in traffic and couldn't finish. Gobert with the rebound, his 14th of the night. Now he heads to the other end of the floor. Free throws to try to make this a 3-point lead with 10.1 left. Denver is without timeouts. They have none left. Rudy at the free throw line. First one on its way. He got it. Last year, Rudy was 63% in clutch time at the free throw line. He is now 4 for 5 on clutch time free throws this season. 118-116. Denver. And Minnesota has to be aware that Denver's not calling a timeout here. They don't have one. Rudy with another free throw with the Wolves up by 2. He lets fly with the right hand and hits. 119-116 inbound to Jokic. 8 seconds left, now 7 as he crosses midcourt. He's got it right side against Gobert. He's in the corner opposite the Wolves bench. High-arcing 3 on the way is short. Offensive rebound, Gordon. The horn sounds, the ball game is over. 119-116. What a come-from-behind win for the Wolves tonight as they knock off Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Jokic comes over for a late hug with Rudy Gobert and Mike Nori. A 15-2 Timberwolves run over the final 3 minutes and 13 seconds. After it looked like Denver had just taken this game by the throat. 15-2 over the final 3 minutes. And the Wolves get a much-needed win here tonight.